On 3, 2, 1. Hey, folks, Shana Y here. I know it's been a long time since I've done these Google Hangouts. Probably since like almost WrestleMania pay per view, maybe a pay per view after. Tonight, I'm here with my buddy, Jokerfish. Too sweet, baby.
Too sweet, Shane. Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you too. So, you know what? I figure good mood tonight. Some big shit happened in wrestling tonight. I figured, what the hell? Let's fucking do a live stream tonight. First time, like I said,
Let's talk about it.
It's probably got to been about 3-4 months at least for me. At least. And if anybody's watching right now, if you guys want the link, I'll put the link in the chat room. But I'm being very selective. I don't want any people that want to tell me that the Earth is ran by aliens or the Earth is like a pancake. I don't want to hear any of that shit tonight. This is like fucking. This is me. There's a good reason why I'm hosting it tonight. Hey, Jokerfish, send Miss V the link. Oh,
okay.
How are you doing tonight, brother?
Yeah, just tell her. I'm doing good, man. I'm pretty pissed. Yankees lost, so I was pissed about that.
Oh,
but I was pissed about missing the match you were telling me about, Shinsuke Cena. But I could catch it on Saturday night.
It was a fucking awesome match.
Was the crowd into it? Was it
everybody was into it, didn't it? It was a popping match, man. Fucks my beer.
So do you think that the feud is over between Rusev and Cena? You think that feud is done?
You know what? It already looks like it. Yeah, the way they played it tonight, I think that feud's over. Otherwise, Rusev would have came in and interfered, and then fucking Cena would have lost that way, right?
Yeah.
So
that's amazing that he pinned him clean.
With Cena hit him with an AA and was gonna roll him up for like a third AA, and that's when fucking what's his nuts Nakamura kicked out, like got out of the third AA. Oh, I got some people I'm gonna fucking invite.
Right on, man. Let's get this chat popping.
Some are gonna be long time ago people. But I'll see who I can get tonight.
That's all right.
No, that's who we need, man. We need our old bolt pack.
Yeah, we got to get the crew on here.
Especially certain ones we haven't seen in ages, like months.
When's SummerSlam coming up?
About 3 weeks from now.
So there's no more pay-per-views until SummerSlam, right?
I'm pretty damn, yeah. As far as I know, no. Yeah. I could be wrong, dude. I could be wrong, but as far as I know,
because a lot of times they'll like to build it up. You know, they want to just let's build up rather than throw in. Because I haven't heard of any come.
That's true. Oh fuck, my phone's going off. I don't see anybody in the chat room yet. Pretty quiet. You know what? Probably nobody's expecting me to fucking even be doing this, to be brutally honest.
You're doing a guerrilla stream. Just pop
That's exactly what I fucking figured. Because I asked you earlier, I'm like, are you gonna do a stream? You're like, well, I don't know. Yankee game's still going on. Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just run one. Because you know what? Even if I only do this for an hour tonight and you still want to stream, you could always pick up a stream after me, right?
Yeah, I can just, we have the after party on my stream.
Well, exactly. That's what I mean. So even if I say, you know what, fuck this shit 45 minutes from now, you could pick it up, right? So
yeah, no problem. You know, if we have guests on and
I gotta grab a old drink.
Right on. Yeah, so I missed wrestling tonight. I was a bad fan, but the Yankees were on. It was a fucking close game. Couldn't miss it. And they ended up losing, but what can you do? There's always tomorrow, boys.
I don't know. Like, for me, if the oh, fuck. Biker Charlie. I got to go to bed soon. I'm going to post the link in the chat. Charlie, here's the link. If you want to jump in just to say hi, there it is. If not, Suck it. Not kidding, Charlie. Fuck. What was I gonna say? You know what? For me, if it was either wrestling or a Calgary Flames game, chances are I'm watching. I mean, I'm going back and forth. I'd go back and forth. The chances are I'm watching wrestling over the Flames.
I used to always be like, but like a lot of times I'll pick wrestling. But if it's a hockey game, I'm back and forth. A lot of times with baseball, I'll just check every once in a while. But I was just really into the game tonight.
The problem I find with baseball, though, man, it's so long and boring. Commercials. What's up, Biker Charlie? What up,
Hey,
brother?
how we doing, guys?
Hey,
Good,
Charlie.
how you doing?
Hey, how we doing, Joker? So I got to go to bed soon, but thought I'd come on and say hi.
You watched SmackDown
Right on.
tonight?
No, I recorded it there. I'll keep it for the grandson there this weekend, eh?
Well, you and your grandson are gonna have fun watching it together.
Oh, yeah? Was it a good one?
Well, sorry, I only watched the last match, but the last match was worth it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know, because that's the one I skip a lot on that one there because there's so much talking, eh?
Well, you know what? I find Raw's got more talking though.
Oh, yeah? You do?
Yes and no. You know what? It really depends on the week.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Because see, if Raw's got the pay-per-view coming up, then there's gonna be more talking on Raw to build up the pay-per-view, right? And then if there's a pay-per-view coming up on SmackDown, there's gonna be more talk on SmackDown again to build up the pay. But I mean, if it's gonna be one of those, both brands are gonna be on the pay-per-views together, it's just a lot of hype altogether. Then
Yeah.
They do that, like half
the Nakamura match versus John Cena. That was the main event. Good match. Fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to watch tonight.
All right. Good.
That's why I started a live. You know what? I'm not going to spoil it for Biker Charlie, but that's why I started a live stream tonight.
Yeah. I don't know. Spoilers that never bother me in movies or anything. Never bugs me.
Okay.
Eh?
All right. Well, Nakamura won cleanly. Like no interference, no nothing. It was a straight. He beat John Cena fair and square tonight.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Like I'm honestly, I'm shocked. I'm shocked and happy. Well, because Cena, like anytime Cena would lose a fight, would be like when he lost the belt to CM Punk, Vince McMahon interfered and caused distraction to Cena, and it's like Cena never ever usually loses. Like when AJ Styles beat him a couple times, it'd be like a kick to John Cena's nuts or something, right? Like it was never truly clean.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm really surprised and I'm really happy that Nakamura won with the way he won.
Because they usually protect Cena, man. They usually protect him and keep him looking, super strong.
Well, you know what? It just shows it's he's on his way out the door, and they need to start building guys like Nakamura. That's what it's showing. That's exactly what it's showing. They're taking the steps. They're building the future.
Plus, dude, Cena's always so busy with his charities, movies, everything.
That's what they're saying. He's got another movie coming up. He's filming another movie. So.
Oh yeah.
And look at The Rock. The Rock's now a movie star, not a wrestler, really.
You know what? And that's exactly the route John Cena's going now. He's going the Rock route.
I hope when I saw that one movie he did, the Marine, he was terrible in that. He was just god awful.
Darren, get your ass in here. Your Uncle Charlie.
These guys.
You should be in here, Darren.
These guys must go to acting coaches though, because that's not something you can just go, hey, I want to be an actor now. Look at The Rock.
No, but then again,
now The Rock is
when these people that are like they've got people that are recruiting for movies. If they just watch the promos and certain segments with Cena and certain feuds, that's how they get their pay. That's how Rock got his basis. Because they seen him the way he handled certain feuds, Uncle Semitic's on now.
And I don't think acting's so hard. I don't see where these guys need all this training. I mean, most of the days of your life is fucking acting somehow, right?
I think Darren would be an awesome actor. That's just
I know
me.
how to act like a jerk.
Yeah, and a Jew, a jerk and a Jew.
Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. This is my old PC. I told you guys what happened to the other one, right?
Yeah, you fucked it to death. You stuck your dick into the screen.
I fell forward onto it Saturday night. I went like crashed it. But I swear
Yeah,
to
but
God, the old one's working better.
Darren, if you can figure out how to go on through Google Hangouts on your phone, you can come on your phone.
Oh, I've done it before. I checked in with Joker once from Benicia.
Geisha? You're talking about geishas? Geisha girls?
No. I checked in with Joker one time when I was out by the original capital of California, Benicia. Anyway.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. I remember
sorry.
that.
My mistake,
I
sir. I
give him a
thought you said geisha. I thought you said geisha as a geisha girl. Beg my pardon.
No, but you know what's funny is I think the old computer is actually working better because I haven't watched kitten videos on it in 3 months.
Kitten porn.
Kitten videos, you know. You can't resist. We all know they're loaded with malware.
Oh yeah, they're all loaded with viruses.
Well, they're rolling around playing with that yarn. Before you know it, you got malware.
Speaking of kittens, somewhere in Ontario here, there was this fucking small farm. They have found, I don't know, like 300 dead fucking cats on it, 5 or 6 dead dogs. I don't know who these people were. Is that they can't figure out why haven't these people that last lived there been charged? But I mean, they're finding barrels, and it's just like stuffed with like dead cats and shit, eh?
That's
And
fucking horrible.
They already picked up like, I don't know, 40 cats just roaming around all sick and everything. And
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey Charlie,
it's
Charlie, which reservation is this? Oh no, I should say. But you know, seriously, because when I hear a lot of stories like that out here, it's like, okay, it was a BC reservation, or just down the street from a BC reservation, stray dogs were found. And
I think these are just a couple weird people. I guess it all started with when some government official going to see how the lady that lived there was. I mean, the place is just god awful, full of shit and crap and flies.
that's bad hoarders.
You know, maybe got brains just not working right or something, eh?
Listen to this. This was fucking horrible today. So my friend Jenna, I'm helping her. Her kid ripped down her blinds at her sliding door, right? So I'm helping her fucking screw the shit back into the drywall and shit. Her cat decides to take a shit on one of those recycling bit, like if you buy it from Shopper Drug Mart or Walmart, those like recycling bags. You're sitting there on the corner. The cat decided to shit on top of that bag while I'm trying to work. I'm sitting there fucking just trying to drill, and I'm just like, oh, like I'm fucking almost puking in my fucking arm while I'm trying to fucking drill the fucking blinds up.
That's a nasty motherfucker, man.
Nasty.
The cat was sending you a message. That's what my cat does. He sends me a message. I went away for the weekend. There were messages around the living room.
That's what she was doing. This cat was sending a message like, fuck you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, because also, too, my friend Janet, she wasn't letting her cat out because what happened was her other cat a few weeks ago got ran over by a car and fucking needed surgery. So, like, that cat's missing an eye, had to get a paw amputated now and shit. And then her dog just on Saturday ran out of her house and got hit by a car. So now she's on extra paranoid watch and shit. And this cat's trying to get out. And it's just like, I'm not like, with the shit she just went through with her 2 other animals the past few weeks, she's just like, I'm not letting you out. And that cat's just like, okay, fuck you. You're not letting me out. I'm shitting on this fucking recycling.
That's fucking weird when that happens, when all of a sudden somebody gets plagued by a bunch of things at once.
Well, dude, you know what's worse about this girl? My friend, her, one of her, like, old friends, she overdosed and died. One of her friend's boyfriends that her friend had a kid with overdosed and died. Like, so she's had, like, a lot of shit happen in the last few weeks. And so it's just like, when she was like, okay, she's like, she said rip down the blinds. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll be happy to help. But then it was just like, oh, thanks, cat.
Sorry, I tried to interrupt She knows
Yeah,
No, I'm just making light. That's horrible that has to happen to somebody.
Well, yeah. Well, you even see like a
Let
few
that
weeks
happen
ago.
to you in waves like that, you know.
Yeah.
You're getting fucked. But hey, man, you know, helping her out is awesome, man. That's what I like about you, man. You're a good guy, Shane.
I try. I'm not that good of a
Saving
guy.
the
But I am.
insults. Saving the insults for now. Love you, buddy.
Dad, I am a good guy and I'm not a good guy. Let's just put it.
Yeah, that's right. We all are.
say hello to the bad guy.
I'm a
Okay.
heel with the heart. I'm a heel with the heart, eh, Jokerfish?
Yeah, exactly.
I like to think of myself as a nice jerk.
That's right. I'm the nicest asshole you'll ever meet in your lives.
Nicest asshole. Uh-oh, here it goes.
Yeah.
Here comes Potter.
It's just like, okay, listen to this. My nieces call me Friday, or my sister pulls the whole arm twist. On Thursday, she gets my nieces a call because they want wrestling figures now. They never used to be wrestling. Now they are. So like, Uncle Shane, did you buy wrestling figures? So I'm thinking, I'm like, oh fuck, you girls love wrestling now, being such an awesome uncle. Yeah, I'm fucking ordering this shit from Walmart. I accidentally put the wrong address for my sister's address to send the shit. Thank God I caught my sister. Like when I sent my sister the bill, she's like, Shane, that's the wrong address. You better fix it now. That was like 5 minutes after I made the bit. So I was like scrambling around. So luckily they got their shit. My nieces got their wrestling toys and their Jurassic Park video game. But I was just like, I'm trying to do something nice and something absolutely almost fucked up. Some fucking retarded welfare kids could have got my nieces toys.
But what figures did you get the kids?
My one niece, Tori, wanted John Cena. And then Aomi, she's not really into wrestling, not really yet, but she kind of wanted like a grill doll. She got me to get her Renee Young, which that's cool because Renee Young being a Canadian and actually about 2 hours from where they live. So I'm like, okay, sure. But you know what? In a few weeks, I'm gonna be fucking like sending them like Amazon fucking box load of fucking wrestling toys soon.
Oh yeah, man. But my little niece, she wanted you know, because I had all the wrestling toys we play with them, and she goes, "Can I get one?" So I bought her a lot of the TNA ones because they were on sale at the place. But I bought her like a Raven.
Yeah.
I bought her shit. Who else did I buy her? I think a Tommy Dreamer. I think and now I'm like, hey, you still got them wrestling toys I got you when you was a little kid? She goes, yeah, but the dog chewed them.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that one. Hey, John Rich, you fucking filthy prick. Oh, we're getting
Filthy
views.
bastard.
So if anybody wants to jump in, and any of my new subscribers, because I know that a few of my new subscribers are live streamers, click that link I posted on YouTube, jump right in. Unless you're a dickhead. Most of my
Erasing
new-
that
no, no.
second, so copy it quickly.
You know what? Honestly, lately I've been getting into touch with pretty good, solid people on YouTube. Like Biker Charlie knows Question Head Survivor, right?
Yeah.
So
Tom.
these are like people I've been getting in touch lately on YouTube have been people that are just as solid as he is, solid as Tom is. Like really nice,
Right on.
legitimate, good
Yeah.
people and stuff. So
That's the way to do it, Shane.
it is. You know
Well, you
what?
know what's
That's
funny,
why I
right?
changed my whole stance. None of this whole, oh fuck this guy, fuck that guy, this guy's got it in for me. Oh, these people made this video about me. And,
Yeah.
fuck it. I'm gonna fucking
Makes for some good drama, though.
fuck Jokerfish, fuck Miss Violence, fuck Sheen.
Nobody says fuck Jokerfish.
There was one video. There was one video.
Jokerfish
I
is
said,
the champion. Jokerfish gets no downvotes. Fuck off.
But the thing is, it's like
Only time he gets
Me.
downvotes is when he has flat Earth people on. The one time he had flat Earth people on the show, he had 13 down
That one time.
at one time.
Black Dan.
Some
Sorry,
flat
Anyway.
Earth
I
guy,
had to remind you of that one.
some flat Earth guy subscribed to me. Yeah, like I got
So
nothing
all
on
he
there.
gets is
And it wasn't Dan, like, you know. Yeah, so I don't know what he expected to see, but sorry, I don't got no videos or nothing on there. So,
News and Metal Monday links.
well, yeah, everybody else's stuff, it's all on there.
Great.
Yeah. Best you'll see is Biker Charlie commented on Drunk News.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you get with me. Like, I might as well be a ghost channel. Like, I actually have a YouTube channel, like we were talking about before, Charlie. It's like, there's nothing there. It's just, you know.
Yeah, sorry, people.
That's why I started putting shit on my channel because I started getting subscribers. I was like, well, might as well put stuff on there, you know.
Jokerfish, it's like Misty. That's like Pedro's girlfriend, Misty. It's like one of the reasons why I subscribed to her, because she's like, I seen her message Drunk News in the Josh's Metal Monday, and then seeing that profile pic of like tits, skulls over the tits. When I subbed to her, I'm like, there really is nothing to her. So I'm just looking like a creep sub. I'm just looking like a creep subbing to her. She's got no videos. She's got no like content to her. Hey, I'll admit it right now. That chick is hot.
Hey, aren't you sub to me, Shane?
I'm sub to you. I'm sub to Jessica. I'm sub to John Rich. Again, all these people have. I'm sub to.
No, she seems really sweet though.
I think I've been sub to Biker Charlie for like fucking over a year now. I'm seriously, because you've left comments on Drunk News and shit, and I used to moderate Drunk News all the time. And shit.
Yeah.
And I start like about a year ago today is when I started YouTube in a bit. But I mean, I was never really hard into YouTube as it was the last 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Like I come out with content once a week, once every couple of weeks, but now it's been every day. So.
What am I going to put a video of me watering the flowers in the morning? Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Biker, you know what? You should. You might get like 1,000. You might actually get 1,000 views for that. You with the cigarette hanger.
Do a lot of exciting shit or anything anymore. Life is boring, and I like that. Like, you know.
Dude, that's what I think has really become this. Society is so bored now. Is to watch people do things they should be doing. Like people's houses could be a shit mess with like fucking garbage everywhere in the house. But they'll spend more time watching a person clean their house than they'll actually like to watch. Or they'll never cook a meal in their lives. They'll cook microwavable dinners in the microwave. Meanwhile, they'll watch Paula Dean on fucking YouTube or something.
Yeah, they subscribe to all the cooking channels and you know how to make fucking pasta and pizzas, and yet they're throwing a fucking pizza in the microwave.
Yeah, that was frozen from the kids.
It's a way. It really is crazy what people watch, you know.
It literally is, especially like South Park did a funny episode with that Cutie Pie, like the episode's based on Cutie Pie, making comments like watching video games. And it's like they're joking about how kids don't even want to play video games anymore. They'd rather watch Cutie Pie, make comments playing video games, than actually playing the video games themselves.
And that,
dude, that's fucking great. I actually, the other day, I don't have a TV here, but I got to watch TV on Friday. I mean, on Saturday when I got to the hotel. And for like 2 hours, I was watching South Park, and one of the episodes was about the Yelp people. And which is like directly taken from my own life, like Yelp people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
And one of it's Gerald and Randy fucking making Yelp comments.
Good. Oh, that's good.
And Cartman was acting like the fucking Yelp review was his golden ticket.
Yeah, trying to get free shit from David.
My favorite episode of South Park that really reminded me of a lot of people was the World of Warcraft episode. Because that reminded me of a lot of my friends. They'd tell me to come over, we're going to hang out, we're going to go do shit. I'd show up to their house. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, I gotta finish this up. I'm in the middle of my clan guild meeting on World of Warcraft. We gotta finish this up. It's like waiting.
I never ever got into video games, eh?
Well, thank God.
I never got it. You know, and I don't see a difference between that old Atari that I used to have as a little kid and the games now, except for the graphics. It's the same shit. You move this way, you move that way, you move up, you move down, same old shit. And plus, I suck at them.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I pretty much only play NASCAR, hockey, and wrestling games anymore, anyways.
I used to only like the hockey game. That was it. I would just play hockey. No, you know.
One game I missed, Meet and League Hockey. That used to be for Sega, where you're meeting guys, and you didn't even have to play the game. You could just beat the shit out of your opponents. Like you could be losing 10-0. As long as you can kill the other team completely, you win.
You can still win the game.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember. Yeah, there was one. Yeah, I think that was
the original game was Meet and League Football. That was the first game, and then they came out with Meet and League Hockey after.
Like I remember Asteroids, games like that. Yeah, they ran the bars and shit, eh?
The last video game I played was Mario Brothers.
Oh yeah.
I just stopped right there back in the late 80s, I guess it was.
And like Joker,
like the occasional retro game that I would play now. You know, if I see Millipede, I'm on that thing. One with the ball where you're like.
I don't know. I think some of the games are cool and stuff, but I don't know. I get too bored. I can't finish them. I'm just like, eh. There was one game I was playing. It's like one of those. I don't know. It's like a World War II game with the Nazis, and I would get shot in 2 seconds.
Jokerfish is talking about the game Hangman.
Okay.
He couldn't guess the letter 8.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Come on, man. I had it this time.
I used to like the arcade though because you had some, you had pinball machines. You had the hockey game where it's Russia. It was Russia versus U.S. and you would, it's kind of like foosball.
Yeah.
But you're like,
I'm really not liking Darren's whole picture thing. He's just looking at us with a cigarette in his mouth, giving us a middle finger.
No, it's kind of creepy.
His eyes are just.
Otherwise, you're gonna be watching me just floating around over here.
Oh, you're just looking
at
us.
It's gonna kill the computer. It will. It'll totally kill the computer if I put the video on. This is an old PC. It's a 2007.
You're just looking at us, judging us, giving us dirty looks.
Actually, if you look closely, I'm just about to pass out face first on this PC and smash it to death.
Oh, actually, I think I can see that. I think I can make that out, Dan. John Rich is like, dude, it hasn't moved in 6 months.
Oh shit! I'm a little stiff now.
Hey, Darren, you better tell your sister to watch your tone around me. She's talking about juggalos and Fago. And your sister might trigger me in a matter of moments.
Nah, she could never trigger you.
I think she's coming close. She's talking about juggalos. And those are like, you could call me a Republican, a faggot, a cocksucker, or a tranny. The moment you start talking about juggalos, I just want to fight.
I know. The thing is, Shane, I think she was switching it up. You want to know the truth? And her cousins are not juggalos.
Either way, if they're juggalo, I don't believe for a minute that they could be juggalo Trump supporters. That sounds like a contradiction.
I mean, I know I haven't moved in 6 months, but I've been watching things from where I'm standing here. And this is my opinion.
Jessica, do you need me to come over there and take your cousins to super kick party? I'll be fucking happy to. Especially in this shirt. Jokerfish knows this is the shirt that keeps up super kick parties.
Yes, it is. You don't want to see that shirt coming at you.
No,
you know what's gonna happen.
It's a super kick party for sure.
Man, they got all these slugs over here. Nasty motherfuckers.
No, Jessica. Juggalos love clowns, but clowns aren't Trump supporters. You fucking Nazi. Jessica, you're being a Nazi, Jessica.
Hi, Pop.
I mean,
You know what's really funny is
I love my ex.
I always think it's funny that you guys all call Jessica this liberal, right? But I really haven't seen her say anything that's actually liberal.
No,
Oh.
It's all like cast her as that.
no, Darren. She talks against me. So that's as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty liberal. I'm pretty sure she talked about supporting Hillary Clinton before, so that's really liberal.
Well, Trump's a cocksucker. I mean, that has nothing to do with it.
Darren, I saw what you put there. None of my bandanas look like a juggalo face. You fucking
Yeah,
cocky.
that one does. Face one.
No. This does not look like juggalo face paint.
No, the one with the skull face.
No.
Like a juggalo face. You put that
No,
on, you're
it's
like,
not.
oh, I don't want to get makeup on me.
You want to know something? Back in about 2002, I fought ICP fans at a WCW wrestling event in Vancouver.
Were they in WCW at the time?
Yeah, it was when ICP was part of WCW. But these guys had to be faggots. They started talking shit to me and my buddy outside the wrestling event after the event. So I had no choice but to punch each guy in the face before my friend even had a chance to.
Well, that's horrible, Shane. Why would
No,
you
they
wanna
brought
hit
it on
a
themselves. They brought them on themselves. They said my Lance Storm shirt fucking looked gay. So I said, you fucking faggots and your clown paint look fucking gay, you fucking faggots. And they said, fuck you, you faggot. So I'm like, you just called me a faggot. That's it.
It just sounds like a dumb fight to me.
Oh, there's violence in the world. Fuck.
I mean, I didn't want to fight that night, but you call me a faggot. And you call Lance
can't
Storm.
call
I
Lance-
would have been doing a I stole their wallet story or something, or I stole their bandana because it looked like a wrestling one.
No, but what happened was the face paint ended up on my knuckles. After a couple good shots, I had white and black paint on my knuckles.
Wow, that's horrible.
No, it wasn't horrible. I stood up for my rights and my friends' rights.
Well, if you're gonna be shooting your mouth off and you get yourself beat down, whose fault is that?
And the
No.
funny thing was, everybody that was watching us beat the fuck out of these juggalos, everybody was cheering. Nobody was like, "Oh, don't beat these guys up." Everybody was encouraging it.
Yeah.
I remember when they were in WCW, they hung out with like Vampiro, didn't they? They would do shit with him.
Raven, Vampiro and Raven.
Yeah, same like when the Misfits came in, they were with Vampiro.
Yeah.
They didn't want to wrestle. I don't know why they put them in.
Getting back to the Juggalos, the actual ICP, I don't know if you've ever seen any interviews with those guys, but they're the kind of people who are definitely my kind of people, I have to tell you. Not the Juggalos themselves, like we're following a cult, but if you watch what that band says, like how they're doing things, they made a Joker, you'd appreciate that.
I do,
They made a commercial experience out of being a cult.
You guys see
I,
this?
I like them. I don't like their music per se, but I think they're cool because they said fuck you. They started up their own shit.
Yeah, they said fuck everyone like fucking KRS.
You see this?
I used
You see this? I take them here. Boom. Super kick party. Super kick party. Super kick party. Super kick party.
they were always great on Howard Stern. I got to say. Whenever they would go on there, because people would call up and threaten them, they're like, "Yeah, meet us downstairs, motherfucker." And then like they were fighting with Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah, and Sharon Osbourne made them look like goofs, though. She straight up made them look like idiots. Because they kept saying,
Yeah, but they always,
no, because he kept saying, like, "Oh, you're a cunt, you're old." And then Sharon's like, "Okay, so you guys got anything else against me besides I'm a cunt and old?" And then there'd be a few
but
minutes
you
later,
definitely
"Oh, well, you're a cunt and you're old. Meanwhile, Sharon had like a perfect beat down. Like, you guys don't draw money. You guys are nobodies. Well, you're a cunt and you're old. And she goes, okay, so you guys got anything else besides I'm a cunt and old? You guys are nobodies. You guys can't even sell T-shirts. You can't do this. And then it was just like, you're a cunt and you're old. It was like Sharon verbally perfectly beat me down on the Howard Stern show.
She owes him 50 grand. She lost a bet and 50 grand and she won't pay. Because she said they won't sell. She said they won't sell like 25,000 records. They go, we'll sell 50. And they put 50 grand on it. And they did. They sold 100,000 and she never paid. And they said, look, just donate it to charity. You don't have to give it to us. Just donate it to charity. And she won't. I don't like Sharon Osbourne. I think she's a cunt. I think she's a fucking
I think she's a cunt, but the time she faced off against ICP, I was a fan of her.
How are you going to charge a band $100,000 to play on your stupid husband's festival? You know, I mean, what? You're not making enough money in ticket sales, you fucking goof. You got to charge bands to play $100,000 to be on the bill.
You know what? They should. Because you know why? You're lucky to even be on that card. You'd be not even known as nobodies.
Yeah, but okay, let's say, okay, put Ozzy out by himself. How many tickets is he going to sell? But put Ozzy out with like every fucking major band, he's going to sell that many more tickets. Now, Ozzy's not going to sell a lot on his own, man. Really?
Yes and no.
How does that work, though? How does that work? If a band is paying, I mean, they must be getting paid. It must be a whole contract thing.
Yeah.
Well, if you're paying 100 grand, I don't think you really get.
But I don't know. You know, there's all this financial shit we don't know about.
Well, it's not,
Johnny Peaches.
Well, I mean,
you would know about
I don't mean
that,
to be jerk, but I've been in the industry a little bit, and it's all pay to play, and that's because these bands don't feel that they can fucking make any money, so they have to make other bands. Like they'll say, okay, if you want to open up for this band, you have to sell 100 tickets, and if you don't sell 100 tickets, you either have to pay us or you can't play. I mean, what's that? Yeah. You know, I mean, like, okay, if your band is so good and they're fucking why can't they sell it on their own? You know? Yeah. So, I mean, that's what makes me sick about it is because, look, if your band can't do it on their own, then they shouldn't be doing those big tours. They should be doing smaller tours. Yeah. They shouldn't be fucking making money off the other bands that someday will surpass them.
Yeah, but dude, that happens all the time in the music industry, you know?
Yeah, but as getting back to ICP, have they ever paid to play? I doubt it.
No.
Oh, probably.
Maybe in the early days.
Woodstock, they must have paid to play.
Yeah, but when you're talking about pay to play in that situation, you're talking about putting money up front, getting a show together, all that. Everybody pays to play in that sense. But I know what you're talking about.
Listen, this is what a tour costs. I mean, you got to rent the building. You got to have your stage. You got to pay your guys. You got to travel. You know, but if you can't sustain it yourself, I say stay off the road, you know, or you just get a bunch of people together and go on tour. Like, why are you saying, well, I'm Ozzy, so if you want to play with me, you got to pay me $100 grand. Well, go fucking make your own money, asshole. I'll just stay here and, you know.
Yeah. But, you know, that's the whole thing is there's some of the bands that do that, but they set up their own tours and doing shit. It's still happening today. So it's great.
You know, the whole pay-to-play thing started in the 80s. Boys, the whole pay-to-play thing started in the 80s because these fucking bands and these fucking promoters are fucking cheap Jew son of a bitches, and they don't think that they can make the money that, you know, recoup for their tour. So they have to, you know, okay, so the bands have to pay. And that all started in the 80s, boys. Yeah. That didn't happen in the 70s. Like they didn't have Ted Nugent fucking paying $100 grand to open up for fucking Kiss. They said, Ted Nugent, come open up for Kiss. You know, they didn't do that back then. Yeah. But now in the 80s, that all started because like Kiss wanted to make more money. So they said, well, if you want to open up for us, you got to pay us, which is, you know, I mean, why can't a band do it on their merit? You know, like that take the shittiest band in the world. If they got enough money, they could go on tour. And I like, why, you know, why do I got to suffer through these fucking shit bands because they had the money, you know? So
I just paid anybody to play. Fuck that.
As somebody that played in a band, and well, I wasn't going down the commercial route anyway. But anytime we got offered a show and they said, well, okay, well, you have to do this, we're like, nope, we're not doing that. You know, if you can't fill, this is your fucking place. If you can't fill it on your own and you're bringing us in to play, then that's on you. We're not going to fucking advertise for your fucking bar, you know? We'll play it, but we're not going to go out there and, you know, sell tickets to our fans to come in. If they want to come in, they'll come in. You know, if they don't like your shit bar, they're not going to go.
I think the only way I'd ever fucking pay to play would be if it was some big charity thing.
Well, that's the thing. You know, if it's a charity thing,
you know, and
donate.
Paying, you know. Sorry.
We did a lot of charity, like fundraisers and shit. And you just show up and they got like pizza and a keg of beer, and you go, you play a set, and you know all the money goes to like, you know, a guy or the guy's family. You know, you might have a guy who in the scene that needs like surgery or something, or like he might have, you know, been in a car accident. So we all get together and raise money rather than, okay, well, you got to pay to play this thing, you know. That to me, you know, it's like, hey, you can be in a movie, but you got to pay us $500,000 and you could be in the movie. That doesn't make sense to me. You know? And now that the music industry's falling apart, why should I pay you? You know, there is no music industry anymore. It's all, you know, it's done. There's no fucking record companies anymore that are really doing anything. It's just these small, tiny little labels, and then the bigger labels have like, you know, the Katy Perry and them. But it's not like the old days where they, you know, these record companies were making money hand over fist. You know, they're fucking losing money like a sieve, man.
It's like the movies and all that too. It's like almost like everything's been done.
Yeah. And they're gonna redo everything that's already been done.
Yeah.
Well, the way I look at it, it's like there's only so many original things that have ever been around in this world, and everything else is just a copy.
Sure.
You know, like really, you have like the Beatles were very original. How many bands did the Beatles spawn that sounded just like them? Or the Stones sounded just like them? Look at Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, fucking none of these guys are originals. They just fucking play what's already out there. You know, you look at some of these actors, you know, they're just, I mean, Marlon Brando was like an original guy, but then everybody just does Marlon Brando. Or, you know, like some of these comedians were original, but then everybody just copies them. So there's only so many original things that are out there.
Yeah.
The entertainment business is such a fucking shitty thing.
And I've noticed with songs there, I can't remember what song it was, but there was a song on the Graduate on the radio, and this was a long time ago, and it was almost identical to somebody else's. I said, I can't remember what songs it was. I just remember kind of like singing this other song to this song. It was almost note to note. Like, what? How come you ain't getting sued copywriting or something? I mean, my God, this is almost perfect, eh?
Yeah, that's amazing, because you're like, wait a minute, this sounds just like.
Well, yeah, I mean. And I guess once again, there's only so many chords, only so many ways of putting them, and how many times has it been done? So you're going to find areas in different songs that are the same as somebody else.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities and all that.
Yeah.
Like, I know you guys probably aren't big fans, but like when hip hop came around, that was really original. You know, there wasn't anything else like it before. But again, now it's just turned into status quo. It's just, you know.
Yeah.
You had the originals, and now you just everybody copying them, and that's what happens. You know, I mean, Led Zeppelin was pretty original, and then you have all these Led Zeppelin sounding bands. You know.
Yeah.
But like you said, Charlie, I mean, you know, there's only so many notes, but if you listen to like, you know, like country music or bluegrass, I mean, that's all. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong.
Rhinestone Cowboy.
There's a tear in my beer. Yeah.
All my rowdy friends have settled down.
I like that cowboy music.
I do too, man. I like the Hank Williams Jr.'s, the Willie Nelsons, the Johnny Cashes, Chris Christopher.
Yeah.
But like the New Age Cowboys music, it sucked my.
And those guys were originals, Shane.
Yeah.
You know, really.
No, they were. They're the original gangsters. Even Ice-T said Johnny Cash was the original gangster. Straight up.
David Allan Coe.
David Allan Coe, yeah. Fuck yeah.
I love him. I think I got most of his albums, I think.
You know, he used to play this tiny little club in Jersey.
Oh, yeah?
And it would be sold out though in like a minute whenever he would come in, because it only holds like 200 people, if that. And it would just, you couldn't even get in because the tickets were gone in a second.
I got
and you figure in New Jersey.
I got a bunch of pictures of him.
I'll put the video on, but you won't really see anything. But I hate giving you guys the finger, so I gotta stop the audio because Meanwhil's over here yakking at me.
No, all we see is blackness. Blackness there.
I've seen David Allan Coe at Molson's Park in Barrie there, right? Got a bunch of pictures with him and all that. Really got it, because he's the president of the Outlaws in Texas, eh?
Yeah, he's one of like the godfathers, you know.
Yeah. So we almost got patted down. There wasn't so much security around him. Yeah, like.
Yeah. Well, you never know, man. People get crazy, you know.
Yeah.
You know, someone could just get pissed off and take a fucking pot shot at the guy, you know.
Did you hear the story? Did you know the story of him and Johnny Paycheck?
No.
He put a hit out on Johnny Paycheck. There, he wrote that song.
That's right.
Yeah, he wrote that song, "Take This Job and Shove It." And I guess Willie Nelson and Whaling and whoever went over and was talking to him and said, like, you know, our buddy Paycheck, like he's down the drain, got no money, this, that, and everything. So David Allan Coe said, well, here, I'll give you this song. And then that song went to the Dolly Parton movie and everything and made millions and millions of dollars. And Paycheck said, it's my song, I wrote it, I'm great, everything else and all that. Didn't give David Allan Coe one little bit of credit or anything for it. You know, even like off news media there. And he got right fucking pissed and put a hit out on him.
You know, and he was, I think Johnny Paycheck was friendly with the bikers. Because I remember one story they said, because Johnny Paycheck was like a really bad alcoholic and had a thing of not showing up to fucking shows. Yeah. So they took him and fucking.
Yeah, but David Allan Coe had to fucking, was known as like David Allan Coe and No Show Jones. Those guys
didn't Coe, like, shoot a guy like when he was like in his 70s, or one of those guys did.
I don't know.
They were gangster.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, yeah.
Them Texas boys, man.
It was because David Allan Coe was, you know, the president of the Outlaws. It took years for him to get noticed. There, he calls himself like the original Rhinestone Cowboy. Like, look at all this. He wrote so many songs that, you know, all the others made famous, eh? Because they wouldn't record them. You know, yeah.
Yeah, they said like, "Oh, your voice isn't, you know, you're not the right type."
Because if you hear David Allan Coe sing it compared to like a Glenn Campbell, it's like it's two different sounds. David Allan Coe was like in your face, fucking.
He's super versatile though. Like, you get an album by him, and you got rock and roll and country. You know, he's quite a versatile guy, really.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Well, that's why that was awesome when David Allan Coe did the shit with Rex Brown, Dimebag Darrell, and Vinnie Paul Pantera. That was cool shit.
Yeah.
Rebel.
Yeah. Well, those are some Texas boys right there, you know, and like those guys.
Texas. Dude, their music videos are straight Texas too. Music videos.
Yeah.
I like when you see the artists like from different genres get together and, you know, and do like the country with the metal guys. That was really cool.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
My grandmother got me into all that kind of outlaw country stuff. She always like listened to it. Every year we would watch the Country Music Awards and shit. What's her favorite?
Like my grandparents were in the country, but I was like, I got them into a lot of country, like certain Hank Williams Sr. I mean, they were Hank Williams Sr. fans, but there's Hank Williams Sr. songs that I was showing my my grandparents and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool as hell, man.
Yeah, it was cool, man. Those were cool moments.
And you know, our world today has just become such a plastic fucking, you know, what's new? What have you done for me lately? Like, you know, it's hard for any of these young guys to really make a foothold in anything. You know, I feel like you're a young country singer. You know, the market's flooded.
These guys are coming out with such gay flamer shit. It's not even.
And a lot of times it's not even them. They just want to sign that contract and then give them songs to sing. They're like, you're going to sing this and you're going to sing this. And
you're singing a song that Kelly Clarkson wrote. But we don't want it. That's not our style. We don't care. We're paying you. You're singing the song Kelly Clarkson wrote. But even that, it's like Toby Keith, man. Toby Keith for the new age country. I respect him because a lot of his songs are about getting drunk, starting fights, and like he goes right down my alley.
Beer for my horses and shit.
Whiskey for my man, beer for my horses. Yeah.
But see, like I said, there's only so many originals, and I think that we're kind of suffering because a lot of those guys can't be heard anymore like they used to. Yeah. I mean,
dude, that's like every other genre. Metal suffering, rock is suffering at the most.
Yeah, like you don't really hear any rock bands anymore unless they're already established.
I know a lot of people have problems, but Foo Fighters is like the only legit rock band out there, as far as I'm concerned, right now.
Like making new music and everything, and they've been carrying it.
And keep it with the sound. And keep it with the sound for what genre and stuff.
And they've been carrying.
Like, a lot of people hate Dave Grohl, but I'm like, you know what? Dave Grohl is buddies with some of the most underground people ever, like Zakk Wylde, Lemmy. Like he's not buddies. He's not buddies with the super mainstream people. He's buddies with the grunge guy.
Like he's not hanging out with Axl Rose and fucking Steve.
Well, he is, and he isn't. But he's more hanging out with the Zakk Wyldes, the Tommy Iommis.
Oh, that's right. Axl Rose used his
No, Dave Grohl used his thing. Yeah.
No, it was Axl who used Dave's thing, I think. When he broke his foot. I don't know. Axl Rose singing for AC/DC was kind of weird.
Yeah, really, yeah.
I like that old AC/DC, like from the 70s. I don't really like the 80s, 90s stuff. Just give me that old school Bon Scott, and I'm good.
I don't need no one to hold me down.
And no fucking bagpipes. God damn it. I hate bagpipes so bad.
Oh, I love the pipe.
Heat seeker.
But you know what's great about Bon Scott? He was just such a classic fucking guy, and he even fucking died like fucking in a car, passed out drunk. Like
that's he's true Australian. No, you can't be more Australian than passed out in a car drunk
and then die.
Sorry, no. Only reason why I say that because me and my buddy his Australian buddy getting a battle back and forth. Who's drunker? But we're trying to prove who's drunk. Like I try to prove that the Canadians better drunks than the Australians. He would find a story like that. He'd find a story of an Australian passed out drunk behind the wheel. He'd be like, "That's true Australian." I'm like, okay. Oh,
yeah, they're pretty wild down there. I heard them Australian folk.
Oh fuck yeah, man! In a darts match, they'll have an ECW full-out riot at a darts match. Jokerfish, I'll send you a video because they're straight up. Chairs were thrown this Melbourne darts match. Chairs were being thrown into a pile with the fucking tables, and there's people dressed up as Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage wrestling. There's Oompa Loompas, there's Batman, there's Robin, there's He-Man. Like everybody was dressed in these costumes, and they're ECW fucking wrestling each other.
I gotta see that, man. I gotta fucking see
I'll send you the video. I'll be right back. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I gotta piss.
Hey, I gotta go, Shane.
Okay, hey, Biker Man, thank you very much for coming on tonight, buddy.
Yeah, I just wanted to say hi. Everybody have a good night, eh?
You too,
you too, Biker.
Sweet seeing you
good
tonight.
to see you, man.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
You're part of the family.
Take care,
buddy.
man.
Yeah.
Too sweet, brother. We love you, man.
Yeah. Night.
Talk to you soon, man.
Okay, Jokerfish, could you do some kind of report for about 30 seconds to a minute while I go piss?
Sure. I will give a nice wrestling report that I went to last Tuesday, which I was pissed off. I mean, last Monday. Oh, not this Monday, the Monday before that. And, just the SummerSlam Heatwave Tour. It opened up with the New Day versus the Usos versus Fandango and Tyler Breeze. And the Usos retained the title. Shit. Then the next match was Baron Corbin, the Money in the Bank winner, versus Sami Zayn. Great fucking match. Baron Corbin took the 1, 2, 3 middle of the. I mean, got the 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. That was a really good match. After that was another tag team. It was the Hype Bros, the Ascension, and who was the other team? I forget. I think it was just like I don't know, maybe Aiden English and somebody else that they threw together. But the Hype Bros won that match, and then it was Eric Rowan was with somebody. So then Victor from the Ascension got all pissed off and said that he's a real wrestler and wanted some real competition, and said to anybody in the crowd or in the back, get in the ring, anybody in the crowd. And then Luke Harper comes out, fucking gives him a discus clothesline, wraps him up for the 1, 2, 3. Crowd goes fucking bonkers. Then after that, I don't know if it was intermission, but then there was they had like every lady, every diva from SmackDown in a match, except for Tamina. She was just on the outside. But it was like all the ladies from SmackDown.
Nice.
That was pretty cool. I think it was like an 8-woman tag match or something. They just had all the girls out there, and And after that, you had Kevin Owens against AJ, which was fucking phenomenal match. Those are two of the best in the business right now going at it. Shinsuke, he was in it was Shinsuke and somebody against Ziggler and somebody else, and Shinsuke got the 1, 2, 3 over Ziggler.
Yeah.
And then the main event was Cena. It was Cena Rusev, and Cena won the match.
Yeah, of course he did. Of course he did.
And it was a heavy Cena crowd there.
Are you serious? So it wasn't like Cena sucks championship?
We had a lot of Cena sucks chants, but it was all like kids and ladies getting for Cena.
Okay, what is it?
But it was cool to see him. It was cool to see him, like in person. Like he's a big motherfucker, and that place. I mean, when he came out, you couldn't even hear the music. The place got so loud, like you couldn't even hear his entrance song. The place just went nuts.
I would have been like, if I would have got a chance to see Cena recently, this is how I'd be doing it. When the entrance music comes, we're going, "Durr Avenue, do." I'd be like, John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks.
That's what happened.
John Cena sucks. John Cena.
You heard the John. You heard that, like there was a lot of the John Cena sucks, and then the Let's Go Cena sucks. Let's go Cena sucks.
Yeah,
because like every guy in the place hates him, and then every like kid loves him.
That's why WWE won't make him a heel, because they know he's still just like Roman Reigns. He sells shit to kids.
Yeah, because if they made Cena a heel, and they would lose like so much money off of his merch.
Again, people like me and you might start buying his shirts.
Yeah, if Cena was a heel, I'd be like, because I remember he was a heel early in his career. Like
that's when I was a fan of his, man. When he started, like the moment he turned rapper, because that's when he went straight heel. He was a good guy in his tights, and then he went rapper, and that's when he went straight heel. And that's when I met him.
Oh man, and then after that Marine bullshit, he became like that military character that he kind of.
Well, it was just before the Marine when he was doing like the WWE events in Iraq and stuff, and he was being the leader. Yeah. But I'm trying to talk your girlfriend into coming in tonight. I'm like, I'm keeping it fag free tonight. She's like, yeah, I'm watching. She's like, I'm watching.
Fag free in 83 or 17.
All I could say is, if the Earth is not round, the Earth is like at least like this, a cylinder, but it's not no fucking pancake. You could suck my dick if you think it's a pancake.
You know what? There's one thing I could really care less about is the shape of anything. I don't give a shit. You know, like, what do I care what the fucking shape the Earth is? It's not gonna fucking. It's not gonna.
I took this picture. Okay, when I was boating the other day, there's a picture I could have disproved a certain individual's theories. This is what I say. All these people that say, "Oh, the Earth is flat," they don't live in areas like I live, where you got this whole curvature, mountains, fucking. They live in flat areas for the most part. A lot of these people that make those claims live in the middle of the United States, middle of fucking Canada, where there's no contour. It's a flat area. Where I lived, when I went boating on Saturday, there's a lot of times where it felt like where my boat was, we're looking on top of water like that. We're not flat. We're looking like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So here's the boat. Here's the water, like from a distance. So maybe, like I said, you know what? I'm not going to discredit. Maybe Earth is flat, but at the same time, a lot of these people that claim these things have never been in areas where I've been. They've never traveled from Ontario to Vancouver or back. So there's a lot of things I've seen personally and driven in my life where it's just like, it can't be exactly how you make it out to be, or those people make it out to be. Not you personally, but I mean those people. Like,
I just, you know, that's never been anything I'm interested in. Like,
yeah.
Never.
Well, like I say though, here it was. So here's my boat. There's my boat, and there's where, like, I'm gonna take a picture. I see water. The water would have started where my phone is. Well,
Wow.
if it was flat, if the whole thing was flat, shouldn't it have been like this? That's all I gotta say.
I don't concern myself. I just, you know, I don't know. Don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more interested in, hey, is it gonna rain tomorrow? Shit, is it gonna flood? Shit, what do I gotta eat tonight? That's what I'm worried about. Like, oh shit, is my mom okay? Is my sister okay? My niece is okay? That's a, you know.
Oh, fucking news just in. Baron Corbin attacked Shinsuke Nakamura after the match when SmackDown went off air.
Oh. That might be a rivalry, a good rivalry.
This is such. Could you see this picture through my phone?
Oh, Cowboy fans eat.
I'm just gonna send it to you because you need to see the actual. It's how Cowboy fans eat burritos. You'll love it. Fuck, where the hell's DeCon? I see him online. Like, harass him. Like,
I don't know. I sent him like 4 messages already.
He's the one that always bugs me. I'm trying to get this also. I'm trying to get this guy known as Mikey Shitsnap or Mikey Skanky from Swearnet. Lisa loves him. Like,
yeah, we got to, like, I like when we have like a whole Swearnet crew on. We've had that a couple times where we've had like the whole panels like all Swearnet. Those are always my favorite chats, is when it's like all fucking.
Dude, Swearnet people are the best. Like, honestly, man, like, I wouldn't even know. Even though you're not from Swearnet, I wouldn't know any of this shit if it wasn't for Swearnet. Because I wouldn't know who the fuck Josh was if it wasn't for Swearnet, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you went from a different avenue. You wouldn't even know who Swearnet was if it wasn't for you following the Metal Monday somehow on Twitter and all that shit, right?
Well, what happened was I was.
I remember seeing, because you used to message Dems as the TJ Trolsky 99 Twitter.
Yeah, so I would, like, you know, I was following Dems, and, you know, I'd comment on his stuff, and then, you know, knew him on Twitter a little. And then I was watching when he said, "Hey, check out my buddy. He does the drunk news." And I saw Josh, and he's like, "Hello," with Drake in, and I'm like, "What the?" So then I'm like, "All right, I got to check this out." So then I just started watching drunk news episodes. And I was like, "This is fucking awesome," And I was like, "I got to get in on this." And then I came in, and that and then I met everybody on the on a panel, and they're like, "Yo, Trailer Park Boys, SwearNet." I'm like, "What?" And everybody's like, "Check it out." And then I learned quick,
Yeah.
And I had a couple coupons for SwearNet, so I've had a few months of it.
A couple coupons. Well, the funny thing was, me and Josh started off because I kept seeing Josh posting shit all the time on SwearNet promoting the show. I'm like, you know what? Like, I was kind of getting pissed off. I thought Josh was spamming me. I'm like, you're a whore. You're a fucking Mick Foley. You're worse than Mick Foley, trying to get shameless plugs for your shitty fucking show. Then I watched one episode. It was the first episode Lisa was on. It was Fort McMurray something or rather. She wasn't her characters, right?
She was just Lisa. A flyer, right?
Yeah. And I'm still just like, you know what? I guess it's okay, show. It wasn't until Josh was like, "Shane, I dare you to fucking make a segment." And right when he's daring me to do that, that was when he was used to let people do his drunk news live shit. Like he used to just post a link, anybody could jump in. So I jumped in one night. And he banned me because he thought like I was just being a dickhead, obnoxious. I brought El Showtime, even though El Showtime wasn't official then. El Showtime was there. You know what I mean? So
that's funny, man. Yeah, but I found it through Dems, and I just started watching, and I said, Josh was like, anybody can send a clip in. I was like, okay.
Yeah. No, but it's fun. That's the whole thing. I wouldn't even done nothing. Josh just kept saying, because I guess because Josh saw the way how I used to type on SwearNet. So he kept saying, "Shane, you should send in the clip." I'm like, "Oh, fuck you. I'm not sending no clip." And then a couple more times, like, "Shane, I think you should send in the clip." So that's why I'm finally like, "Okay, you want me to send in the clip so bad?" That's when I had that belligerent golf dick one.
Yeah.
I'm being racist on it. So I'm like, you want me to send you a clip so bad? Here it is. So belligerent and shit. Sure enough, people liked it. So I'm like, wow. I'm just trying to be not like straight up. I was trying to be as belligerent or an asshole as much as possible. But it just like all of a sudden it was like, no, I worked. Send in another clip. Fuck, okay.
That's fucking cool as hell, man.
It was.
You became because you and Beer Man were always my favorites. I was always like, yeah, man.
Beer Man was one of my favorites from day one before I joined too, to be honest.
Yeah, Beer Man's an icon. He's a drunk news icon. And of course, Josh is fucking hilarious. His comments after the clips are always fucking spot on. I remember there's one clip I sent in. Josh just looked at the camera and shook his head and moved on. I was doing one of my silly fucking monster things, and he just looked at the camera and shook his head and goes, "In other news."
Yeah. Oh, okay, you just saw that picture, eh?
Yeah, I did. Oh man, I wish I was fucking around with Cowboy.
That is Cowboy fans, eh?
I wish I knew. I had a couple buddies that were Cowboy fans, and they're the most obnoxious people.
What's the similarities between Brokeback Mountain and the Dallas Cowboys?
What?
They both suck.
Gay Cowboy fans, fucking. But like I've met Dallas people from Dallas that are Cowboy fans, and they're real cool. But like all like the New York, New Jersey, Philly Cowboy fans, they're just morons. It's like asshole.
Dude, that's like Vancouver Canuck fans. Seriously, Vancouver Canuck fans are the biggest morons ever, besides Toronto Maple Leaf fans.
And it's funny because like a lot of these guys that I know, like, dude, we grew up 10 miles, 5 miles from where two fucking pro football teams play, Giants and Jets, and you gotta like the Cowboys? What are you, an asshole?
See, for me, because being from Vancouver, the closest team for me is Seattle, and that's probably about, I don't know, 100 miles away, but still, Seattle. Like, fuck
Yeah.
you. Sorry. Because, no, here's the thing. My first touch of football, I grew up like Joe Montana and Jerry Rice.
Right. Yeah, that combo right there is, you know.
I mean, sorry, but you know what? Even then, like, I grew up to some Super Bowls when Dallas had their Mayday. And I grew up to, like, see the Dallas, like, Aikman, Irvin, fucking Emmitt Smith, Deion Sanders. Yeah. I mean, yeah, those were cool days and shit, but I was just like, I just wasn't like, I mean, it wowed me, but it wasn't like, oh, I have to be your fan.
Yeah.
I saw it was just, I don't know what it was. It's like, it was just something about the whole Joe Montana and Rice, and then Steve Young and Rice that made me like a Niners fan my whole. And I mean, I suffered 10 years of no playoffs. So that's why people can't call me a bandwagon rider. I suffered 10 fucking years of Niners not making the playoffs, and they squeaked one by the Giants on a fucking technicality.
My buddy Nealon was listening to you guys talking about the Cowboys, and he wanted to chime in, but I was down at the store.
Oh, he could chime in.
You said that the Cowboy fans that are from Dallas are included in the Cowboy fans that aren't from Dallas.
Oh, it's Darren's buddy. No, Darren's buddy's in the house.
Well, last video I knew was going to kill it.
Well, what I was like, Jokerfish was saying, like, he had people 5 miles from his stadiums in New Jersey. But all I can see is Dallas Cowboy fans and burrito suckers look like this. It's just Cowboy fans.
Cowboy fans. So. I think so.
Are you a Patriot fan?
The wrong tree, Shane.
Can you hear us?
That was my Cowboy fan impersonation.
Darren, are you a Patriots fan?
Yeah, I'm a Patriots fan.
Darren's an antichrist. He doesn't like any spikes. He's a fucking.
I'm a Niners fan.
You're nine.
Oh, there you go, Shane.
Darren's black friend.
Yeah, I'm a Niners fan.
That's why he's a good guy. Darren's black friend. You're a good guy.
Yeah, black friend. I love that.
I'm not a Raiders fan, even though they're the best team, better team right now. But
Niners all the way, baby.
Yeah, Niners always. Ever since
Fuck
the
Aren't the Raiders moving?
Montana Rice, Roger Craig.
Oh wait, Raiders have got Marshawn Lynch and the Skittles.
Oh yeah. You know, actually, I'm actually happy for the. I'm actually kind of. I'm not. I don't have any ill will towards the Raiders. I actually want them to do the best that they can. Any of mine I played Pop Warner with, named Joe Ayub. He actually played with Marshawn at Cal, but he didn't really pan out to like.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
He played with Marshawn and Deshaun Jackson
over in Cal. Yeah.
At Cal. Yeah.
Hey, what's your name again? I'm sorry if I'm rude. I know I met you before.
Darren's Blackfriend.
My name ain't Darren's Blackfriend.
Darren's Blackfriend.
Newan. So it almost sounds Chinese, but it's not.
No, it's Juan, like Magic Wand.
Oh, Magic Wand? Newan.
No, Newan.
Newan.
Don Magic Wand? It's Don Magic Wand.
Your knee? Then Juan. Yeah, you got it, Juan. Yeah.
Newan. Hold on.
Newan. Or I need one.
I need one. Okay, we'll call you need one. I need one. Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
I need one more.
just like Darren needs a cock. I need one.
Oh yeah.
Darren. Oh, I thought you said car.
What's the guys with the cocks at this point?
Oh, yeah. It's the epidemic right now.
It's just an epidemic. Darren needs a cock. That's an epidemic.
I still remain a San Francisco 49er fan, but
fucking rights, brother. Best thing we did was get rid of Colin Kaepernick.
Hold on, turn him up. You said? Did you say Kaepernick?
Yeah, it's good thing. Best thing we did was get rid of Darren Kaepernick. Best thing we did was get rid of Colin Kaepernick.
Where is he getting? Did he get picked up? Did somebody pick him up yet?
Ravens might grab him because Ravens are into criminals and fucking losers.
Baltimore.
Nobody wants him.
Baltimore, maybe.
Somebody
I don't know. That's not final.
Somebody should pick him up.
All I can see is Brian Hoyer is a major improvement on Colin.
Oh wow.
It's really not.
Yeah, but
it really isn't. But who knows? Brian Hoyer's played with such shit teams the last many years. Maybe he might do something with the 49ers. You never know.
I don't think so.
You know what?
I don't. I mean, I don't see it. But then a lot of times, there's a lot of things in sports we're not.
Nima, watch. He pulls an Alex Smith. He pulls an Alex Smith out of nowhere.
I don't know what that means because.
No, because remember, Alex Smith was shit. Remember, Alex Smith was shit for so many years for 49ers, and then out of nowhere, he became a great quarterback at 1 year.
Potential, but look at all the different coordinators that he had. Like,
yeah,
different coordinators, offenses. He wasn't really.
He had 6. He's had like 6 or 7
under a system.
But when the Giants got the quarterback David Carr, who was on Tennessee and just got devastated, I was like, I mean, every play that guy was on his ass, and I was like, okay, man, this could be cool. Like maybe the guy's like really good, and you know, now that he gets like a line in front of him, he was just as bad. He was just as fucking bad because he was backing up Eli for a little bit, and yeah, I think he got gun shy or something from getting murdered.
You know what's awesome? Brock Osweiler. He had that one good year with Denver and didn't even play in the Super Bowl.
Oh my God.
And he just got lit the fuck up last year. Like literally lit the fuck up.
I'll tell you the biggest bust in NFL history, Tim Tebow. Biggest bust. Or Johnny Football.
What about
Johnny Mizell?
Geno Smith.
Jamarcus Russell.
Kurt Russell, yeah.
Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah. Jamarcus Russell's was bad.
He starts sipping the codeine, the purple drink.
Oh,
you know that shit makes you slow. It makes you slow your reactions. You're just like slow mo. You're slow mo. You're not up to football speed.
Dude's on the lead.
Hey, there's beast mode and there's slow mode.
He definitely wasn't beast mode.
No, definitely not. He wasn't chasing that rainbow, buddy?
Oh, the Skittles?
Yeah, he wasn't chasing that rainbow.
I still think somebody should pick up Kaepernick as a backup, man, because, I mean, he's an NFL quarterback.
If anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Baltimore. That's the only team.
Well, they're talking about statistically, 63% black. As far as, I don't know, but, you know, you got a lot of these NFL owners that are just, you know, they're outraged by it on his activism against their so-called patriotism.
But it's not even that. You know what? Hey, Niwan, just to take that shit aside, NFL, show me what you've done lately. Kaepernick last year showed fuck all. And that's his big problem, too. When he had a chance, to start last year, he did fuck all.
You know, he could have signed with Denver. You know, Brock Osweiler, big bust. Like, you know, Elway was going to sign Kaepernick, but, you know, Kaepernick wanted the money, but you know, he wasn't going to sign Cap for the contract that Cap wanted. But they were interested in him, and he could have still been signed.
That's true.
He could have still been signed by the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, that's right. He was on the waivers.
And that's a good organization, man. And, you know, you got Elway as, like, the general manager. He's going to help the quarterback out. You know, he's going to –
Definitely, the quarterback just definitely going to be
–
offensive line.
Yeah, but there's nothing helping that quarterback out. There's nobody helping Kaepernick. Like, Kaepernick is helpless.
I still think somebody should sign him, man.
I know.
You have But you have like a starter, and he's not a starter anymore, but he can still be a solid backup.
No. Listen, you want to know the biggest bust in NFL history, Jokerfish? Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf.
Oh yeah, Ryan Leaf, because Ryan Leaf was a hothead.
Yeah.
He was a hothead. He was
And then
real
he ended up
hothead.
getting busted for fucking stealing pills in a fucking college campus for fucking being a coach. So, Jokerfish, if you're talking about biggest bust in quarterback histories in the NFL, Ryan Leaf is probably number one.
He was in San Diego, right? He was
San Diego, and Philip Rivers took over for him.
Yeah, Rivers was supposed to be a Giant, but they worked out a deal where because Eli got drafted by the Chargers, and he's like, his father was like, "There's no fucking way my kid's playing for that team." So he worked it out. They worked it out where the Giants traded.
He didn't hold the jersey up.
Yeah, exactly.
Eli didn't hold the jersey up.
Yeah, that's right.
Plus, I think Eli wanted to be on the NFC team.
Yeah.
Possibly have a man in Super Bowl, maybe in the future, not be in the same conference. Not conference, but same division.
And let's face it, San Diego. I mean, that they don't have a great ownership. They don't have like that ownership that's like we're going to win this year. I mean, they had some good teams in the past. They've had some good teams, but they never got over that hump. They never, and it's just not like a winning. It just seems that they don't want to win. Like we have owners.
They come close.
People telling Philip Rivers to get out. Some people saying Philip Rivers is out. To be honest, because Breeze got out, and Breeze is one hell of a good quarterback.
Yeah, great quarterback.
That's true. Breeze would have looked like a fucking nobody. Breeze would have looked like a nobody if he never got out. Like Doug Flutie.
I'll tell you another big bust.
Doug Flutie had heart.
Whoa. Doug Flutie persevered.
No, but Doug Flutie looked like a bust in San Diego when he was a way better quarterback than what he looked like in San Diego.
Well, he played for the New Jersey Generals first. Him and Herschel Walker. Donald Trump owned them.
Played for Buffalo.
He played up in Canada.
No, Doug Flutie was unbelievable in Canada.
He was huge. Dude, Flutie was a huge star in Canada. He was fucking.
Oh, dude, Flutie was one of the greatest fucking quarterback. Flutie is the greatest quarterback.
Boston College, that bomb he threw at that Hail Mary at Boston College, that was.
Oh yeah.
He was a god. That's right. He was a god in college football. That's how Flutie, like Americans know who Doug Flutie is. It's because of his fucking playing college football. Boston College.
Know who Flutie is. He was fucking.
We know our good football players, Shane. We know all our players. But he did play in the.
No, seriously. If it wasn't for Doug Flutie and that fucking play for Boston College, nobody would know who the fuck he is.
No, we knew who he was because he played on in the AFL. He played for the New Jersey Generals. So that was another football league.
Yeah.
Do you know how huge he was in Buffalo? They made Flutie flakes. They were
That's right. He was. Yeah,
my
right.
brother's got a box of them.
Yeah, but dude, you know how many years in the CFL he was tearing up the CFL before
I know he was. Yeah.
He was ass fucking CFL, man.
He was killing.
I don't know if he was ass raping anybody, brother.
No, he was ass.
He was good in the. Flutie was great in the CFL, just like Kurt Warner was in football or whatever the little.
Arena football, yeah, arena football.
Where Kurt Warner came from, he played. I think it was the Iowa Barnstormers or something.
Yeah,
I was bagging groceries and he got the call.
Yeah, he's bagging groceries at the Safeway while he's playing for the fucking Iowa.
He got the call to be the fucking the leader of the greatest show on turf. I saw that.
They played the Patriots.
I saw that team.
Groceries, lady.
Isaac Bruce, rookie Torrey Holt.
Torrey Holt was a monster wide receiver, man.
Man, did you see his finger one time? He showed his finger. One of his fingers was like
bent right the fuck back.
Man.
I'm trying to think.
Both of my thumbs are dislocated. I used to play football, but They throw them bullets really hard.
Hey, you never believe this. I used to be a defensive lineman.
But they really fucked up. Yeah.
I'm a $180 now, but I used to be a defensive nose guard. Yeah, no, seriously. I used to be a nose guard, even though my body's the way I fucking am now. But then again, I was 230, fucking solid, fat, fucking trucker, fucking beef.
Yeah, they would have been. Yeah.
I miss those days.
You were?
I miss
What's
playing
that?
ball.
I miss playing football too, man. To be honest, I every play, if it was a running play, I'd always have the fucking running back. If they were coming right up the nose, if they're coming left or right of the nose, I'd always be rapping.
I thought the best way.
But tetherball is just a much safer game, you know.
I mean, volleyball. I play volleyball.
Oh, tetherball. Whatever rope on it. I don't want to lose the ball.
Tether balls for Jews. Hey, tether balls for Jews.
Yeah, but I do miss high school football and
Butter.
those days and the rivalries with the other school. Like,
Yeah.
There's one school named Marine Catholic where the guy Jared Goff, he was on the starter for the Rams.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he went to Marine Catholic, but I went there. I mean, I went to another school out in the area, and they were like our rivals. And they like Marin Catholic. They are like the powerhouse. They always recruited. They had this other guy. I don't know if you heard of him.
Church money.
Travis LeBoy.
Jesse Jackson.
Somebody, he wasn't big, but his name was Travis LeBoy. He went there too. Like they had some. Yeah, Travis LeBoy. He's from out here in the Bay Area. And, but yeah, we played them one year, but they like ripped down some our other rivals' goalposts, and they like put SR in duct. They put like our school's initial in duct tape. No, they tried to make it seem.
That's like when I used to play hockey. I used to play against one guy that's a Stanley Cup champion, Troy Brower. He used to play for the Blackhawks when he won the cup. But I used to play against he never looked like a guy I was ever going to play in the NHL. At that time, I was better than him. I'm not saying I could beat him nowadays, but back then, I was a better player than Troy Brower.
Yeah.
But the guy's a Stanley Cup champion now. It's like I can't take that away from him. And he's a fucking solid player. He's playing for Calgary now, actually. He's a solid player, but it was like I played against a Stanley Cup champion in my life.
Oh, did you really?
There was a kid. He's in the NFL now. He's way younger than me, but our high school we were like one town away, and he was on. His name is Anthony Fasano, and he started out with Dallas.
Oh, I know Anthony Fasano.
He plays for like Carolina or something, right?
He was. I know because Bill Parcells drafted him to the Cowboys.
He's on Miami. He's on Miami.
Then he went to Miami with Parcells, and then I don't know where he is now. I don't know if he's still with Miami or he's a solid player though. That kid.
Isn't he on Miami right now?
Might be.
What team is he on?
Because that's where he went after.
Come on now. I play Madden. I mean, I be using the linebacker. He's a linebacker, right?
No, he's a tight end.
He once got his current
Fasano, the tight end. I'm rather mixed up.
Yeah,
he's got his current events on sports for the Madden game, so you always have to say.
You know what? I honestly, even though I'm
you know what? That's Alonzo. I'm thinking of Alonzo. Yeah. I'm thinking of the linebacker Alonzo.
Yeah. See, listen to this.
Fasano, yeah, he's a tight. I know here.
Even though I'm an NFL guy, I wouldn't even know who half the fucking players are if it wasn't for Madden and play.
Yeah, well, see, we're junkies down here. We watch Sports Center.
Listen, I watch Sports Center all the time. I follow the Jim Roman show. I follow the trades, but I'm saying that most of the shit I wouldn't know. Like the nitty gritty core players, I wouldn't know if it wasn't for Madden. Because those are the guys that never talked about in trades or any shit like that, right? Unless it's like some like Simone and New or whatever how you pronounce his name.
Sorry.
Like defensive linemen, and offensive linemen are never really talked about at all.
But those are my favorite players.
Those
are my favorite guys.
Yeah, but I mean, no, seriously.
If you're a Giants fan, you're a defense fan. You know everybody on the line. You know all the linebackers.
What I'm saying is, though, like in general, football fans, nobody knows the O line and nobody knows the D line unless you're really hardcore or you play Madden.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Everybody's gonna know the good linemen. I mean, the good.
Madden, really think about it.
Not really.
Come on.
But they're not the glamour position. You know?
You know what? You wouldn't from Madden unless you actually play Madden and actually just trade players, or depend on what type of format you play. If you just play just pick up the controller and play with your friends, you may not know who the linemen are because lineman doesn't get the ball.
I'm playing career mode or create a player. Yeah. Especially when you get your fucking good left tight. If you get your left end entered. And you need a new left end for your fucking scheme for week 3, you need to know who the fuck you're gonna pick up from free agency to fucking fill in that position. You don't understand? My 49ers team this year is demolished. My 49ers team is just raped.
Every 49ers team. Your 49ers team.
Yeah, pretty much.
Say our 49ers team is demolished.
Listen to this.
But the defense, but you know what they had the best draft defensively.
Yeah, that's true.
For the draft, I mean that's an improvement. But the offense, that's still an ongoing thing.
I lost Gabbert and Kaepernick within week 3. I'm like, I'm fucked. I had no quarterbacks. I didn't even have a backup quarterback. So I had Tim Tebow. As my fucking...
He's in the game.
What happened is they traded Alex Smith away. They moved away from Candlestick.
Yeah.
So they have to pay the debt on the stadium. That's why the initial team that was with Kaepernick from the Super Bowl run is not there because they let them go, whatever. Frank Gorson retired a 49er. I don't know what the fuck that
Playing
is.
a little money ball there, I guess.
It was.
They made us pay for the new
People talk about loyalty. KD joined my Warriors team and got a ring. Hey, fuck you, LeBron. Kyrie doesn't want to play with you.
LeBron's a
sorry, but I just don't know basketball. Ever since
LeBron's a good player.
Ever since the Vancouver Grizzlies left in 2001, I don't care about basketball.
LeBron could have been in the NFL.
Yeah.
Was an all-state receiver.
There was there's a kid on the Yankees, fucking Aaron Judge. He could have played football. He was kind of like a Dave Winfield. He could, because Dave Winfield got drafted in baseball, football, and basketball. And Winfield said, "Okay, I'm going to play baseball because I can have a longer career." And they wanted to stick him in the minors. And Winfield was like, "Fuck you! If you want me to play for the Padres, I go to the Padres." He goes, because if I go play basketball, my man.
He spent a couple of months on the Sox.
What's that?
Sox?
Yeah, I think it's the end of his career.
The White Sox?
Well, right now I'm watching the baseball game. San Francisco, Oakland. San Francisco 10, Oakland 4 in Oakland. Top 8.
Saw that door.
The fight at the game. Supposedly, the security guard got fired. He stole a security officer's backpack, or a fan did, or something, and the fan was confronted, and there was a scuffle, or there was a tussle at the game, at the Battle of the Bay. The Battle of the Bay, the Giants and Athletics.
Yeah, that's going on right now.
Yeah, this was yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This happened yesterday. Yesterday's game.
People get wild, man.
What's the score? Who's up?
San Francisco 10, Oakland 4, top of the 8th.
That's very
goes
good.
up.
Yeah, I'm an A's fan
They're playing
myself.
in Oakland. right now.
You're an AIDS fan yourself, Darren? That's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, I'm A's and Raiders.
See,
over
okay,
San
see, that's
Francisco.
okay. That's okay. I know somebody who's a Giants fan, but they have the nerve to be a Raiders fan.
Yeah, but I'm a Sox fan.
But it's okay.
I'm a Sox fan,
It's
which is
okay.
okay to be an A's fan, but being a Patriots fan, you're not supposed to be a Raiders fan. But I've been living out here for 20 years. So
Yeah, they're in the same division. Yeah, you can't be.
Long as you can look at Brady, long as you can look at the motion and the throwing motion and know that when it's here, the ball should be gone or released. But when he comes here and then he's, you know, you should, as long as you understand that.
I understand the tuck rule.
I understand the tuck rule.
Call it what you want to. Call it what you want to. Tuck rule, man.
I mean, sorry, the tuck rule. As far as I'm concerned, the tuck rule is known as the Tom Brady rule. Tom Brady rule.
Yeah, that was fucked up, man.
It was fucked. Hey, you know what? They also fucked the Raider on the snowplow back in the 80s. Remember that one, you guys? Don't you remember that?
No.
Wait, what happened?
They had a snowplow.
They've hated Al Davis ever since then too.
I remember some of that. I remember.
That was the 80s, right?
It was like that. It was in the 80s and the 80s. The whole time they got a snowplow.
Rogan was playing for them. I swear to God. But
I was born in the 80s, but I've been told about that from other people.
They took a snowplow and they plowed, you know, for the field goal, I guess it was.
For the kicker to kick on the grass.
Do that, but then it was too late and the game was over. And that was the first big controversy of Patriots cheat. You know.
The Spygate, the Patriot Act, similarities. The real Patriot Act, huh?
Yeah,
you know,
Patriot Act, yeah.
Hey, let's look at the Patriots Super Bowl record. Let's look at the Patriots Super Bowl record against the New York Giants. Oh, shit.
We already know the stats on that one. Giants.
What happened?
The great book of Eli.
Everybody felt bad for the retarded guy. And then they threw the game.
But you know what happened? The Patriots played the Giants in the last game of the season, that season. And it's just kind of one of those things when you play a team, and I don't even care. Eli is a great. Eli's a great. He gets my salute on that.
Now, can I tell you something? I was at that game where the Giants played the Patriots the last game of the season. And I looked at my buddy when the game was over and we clapped. We stood up and clapped for the undefeated season. And I looked to my buddy and I go, if we play these guys again, we can beat them.
And then you suck your buddy off.
No. He would suck me off if anybody. And then what happened?
Because the whole season beat everybody else by I don't remember, but the Giants game, New York Giants game, was the only game that was close.
Well, I think they beat the Rams.
This and that. The Giants still from a game.
I think the Rams played them close too. That year, I think the Rams did play them close.
You're all about the Rams.
But look at the Seahawks, though. When the Seahawks are good,
going up to Seattle to play.
But the LA, they still have their defensive. The Rams have defensive front and pretty good linebacking core. And if they could set the tone up front against certain teams, that could, you know, it's a game. It's a football game. Any given Sunday.
Is LA going to support that?
Guy.
Do you think LA is going to support that team? Because LA, they don't have the best history with supporting their football teams.
Or anything.
Exactly what let me chime in on this one. Commercially, what does supporting a team mean? Down in LA, they need something to do on Sunday. They don't go to church. You know, they're going to go, oh, let's go to the game. And then if the team's doing good, they'll buy the merch and all that shit.
That's what it means, buddy.
But this is like the third time.
I think the Raiders were LA's. LA was with the Raiders. The Raiders are more iconically on the map than any other team. No. Just have to wait and see over time and see, because you got San Diego going to LA. I don't know. It's just a toss up.
Aren't the Raiders moving too? Aren't the Raiders going
Las
somewhere?
Vegas.
Yeah,
Raiders
that
go to Vegas.
because in Las Vegas, it's a destination. So like, instead of going to see like Celine Dion sing, you could go to a football game. Or
That's pretty much what they're banking on, Joker. As long as the economy is good here in America, that's what is exactly what is going to happen.
it's going to be like another show.
I have my friends that I know out here for 20 years are all Raiders fans, and they will go to those shows.
They'll drive to Las Vegas.
They will. They'll go to the show.
Well, doesn't LA have a big Raiders following, like you were saying? Like, isn't there like a big?
Yeah, but they're willing to drive out to the desert. Yeah, that's pretty much going to happen, just like that.
I don't know, man. They're putting a hockey team in Vegas too. Why does Vegas need a hockey team?
Well, the Raiders have 2 years to try to make something happen. So as long as Marshawn Lynch's contract, he's just living his dream. That's another what I was saying. He's just living his dream. Can't really I can't really hate on that.
I like Marshawn.
He's from Oakland too, so.
I like him. I think he's a solid player, and he did a commercial where they're supposed to be like in a classroom, like the football players, and they're like, Marshawn. Well, I wasn't, because I was here the whole time.
Yeah, I remember that commercial. If such and such runs at 22 miles an hour and such and such, or something, must have been classic. Then it showed him at the end. That had me cracking up.
I like. We need Dacone on here. He's a Seahawks fan.
Hey, Joker.
Yes, sir.
Did you get that video I sent you?
Oh, I didn't check my email today.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's not even the best one, but it's a pretty good one. I just throw it on in the background. You'll check it out later.
Yeah, I definitely will. It was Waddy's birthday today, so I was playing with him all day.
Oh, yeah. What is the best?
He got his little lion. He got a little toy lion.
Oh man, I still feel bad. My friend, I went for a walk with her last week to walk her dog, or about 6 days ago, and I find out her dog got ran over by a car on Saturday. I'm like, oh, because her dog was cool. Her dog was so fucking cool. This little fucking Dachshund, fucking Pomeranian or something, but it was just a cool little shit dog. I don't like small dogs. I really don't, but this dog was cool. And when she's like, "Yeah, my dog got ran over by a car," I'm like, "Oh no, I'll never get to see that motherfucker again."
See, that would kill me, man. That would absolutely kill me, and I'd be in prison for the rest of my life for choking the shit out of whoever ran my dog over.
Tell me about your car.
I'm just gonna get some water, boys. I'll be right back.
Oh, I thought that was John Rich again. Did your dog really get run over by a car?
My friend's dog, her dog got ran over by a car.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I felt so bad because the dog was so fucking cool. The dog was really fucking cool, dog.
That's always bad, man. Like the animals are such a part of the family.
Yeah. Like my dog, we had to put her down 4 years ago from a couple days ago. I forgot about it. It was Facebook. Thanks to Facebook, it reminded me.
Fucking Facebook.
Talking about dead dogs and hiccups.
I was good at the same time. I probably would have forgot my DZ.
ChinLY experience. This is the experience. Dead dogs and hiccups.
ChinLY experience is all about dead dogs.
Dead dog in the river.
Hey, Joker fish. Nice shirt.
Yeah.
I got hiccups on my mind.
EC fucking W.
All I can say is super kick party.
Oh, I'm this way.
Everybody gives a guy shit about the wrestling, and it's like, man, back in the, I would say like late '90s, I used to watch the wrestling with my roommate, and we just fucking enjoyed the hell out of it. Hulk Hogan era, you know.
Yeah, but that was
when The Rock
like,
first
the
came
more I look
around.
about it, that was such a gay era because like it was even more phonier then than it was now. You'd
Oh,
have
yeah,
a
that's the way it should be.
like, you have a guy that was a garbage man, or you'd have a guy that was a hockey player.
Oh yeah, the Undertaker.
Yeah, or the Undertaker. You'd have a guy that was a super wrestler.
That's the way it should be, Shane.
Japanese, you know?
That some of that oiled up stuff looks a little bit gay to me.
I don't know. If you ask me nowadays, there's more wrestlers. I could say are my favorite wrestlers back from the 90s. But
Yeah.
this age, this is my favorite era of wrestling. Young
I mean,
Bucks.
that's what you're growing up on.
See, I like how the Japanese wrestling is growing.
That's
It's
exactly
really
what I
like
mean
the
by that. Joker Fish. That's exactly where I'm getting at. Yeah. ROH. And,
You know, I really like that. It's you know, because it's stuff we never really got to see before because they wouldn't show any Japanese here. You know, occasionally
I never got to see ROH in Canada 5-10 years ago. So
and you guys probably didn't even get ECW till they were like on the
TNN. We never got EC or pay-per-view.
like
Pay-per-views are TNN. That was the only way. Like only way we would know about them was from Bill Atler's like wrestling magazines.
yeah, like the rag sheets.
Yeah.
What TNN? Nashville Network?
Yeah, the Nashville Network.
Yeah, they had all kinds of shit, man. Like they went
No,
through
no,
this
but that's the
transition
thing.
where
No, but that's what Joker Fish is saying. Like we
they-
wouldn't even know we would not know an ECW wrestling if it wasn't for TNN.
That was like a religious thing. That's probably where they put those Trump ideas in your head, Shane.
No, that's what I remember. TNN used to have NASCAR races way back when, or Busch Series races.
Yeah, no, they had everything on there.
That was a good channel.
I'm tired of even seeing anything about the president because it's always, can he just do his fucking job? What the fuck is going on, man? Can he just do it or whatever's going on with the Russians?
You know what?
Anyone as a black
All I
man
can
would
say
like to
about
talk
Trump-
about the president now.
If
I don't want to talk about it. He just do his fucking job.
if Hillary was in power, we'd be attacked by Russia by now. That's all I could say.
What you mean, white boy?
But why is it a
North
bad thing that he's
America.
talking to Russia?
North America
I mean,
would
Hillary's corrupt. Hillary's corrupt.
North America would have been
Dirty.
bought by
She
Russia.
did the Haitian people dirty.
But see, you want to know the funny thing about Russia is California has a bigger economy than fucking Russia, and
No comment. I'm not making a comment on that.
it's got a bigger economy than Russia. So I don't know what Putin's all worried about.
I'm quarter Russian. Joker Fish, I'm quarter Russian. So if I make a comment, I might get killed. So I'll just shut up. I have no comment.
Yeah, there's a reason your family left Russia.
Gene, you've been doing those, sir. Because I don't want to know.
What's that? Sorry, Darren, you're gonna have to repeat yourself. You completely stuttered and
I don't want
froze.
to know that. You know,
What do you want to know?
a lot of noise here.
What do you want to
So
know?
I
Yeah.
said, did you do one of those lineage searches to find out you were part Russian?
No, I actually, my great grandmother, my mom's grandma, is Russian, full Russian. So that's how I know. That's how I know I'm quarter Russian because my mother's grandmother was full Russian.
Was from Russia? Was she from there, or was she? Oh,
No,
okay.
she's from there. Yeah, she's from there. Fucking Duke of War, fucking dirty ass Russian communist. Fuck.
Man, it's so close to your own politics.
No, it's not. Russian politics and my politics are not even close. No. Only Antifa members would think that my politics and Antifa is closer to Antifa's democratic people, and they're closer to communism than I am. So
I don't even know what those guys are. Antifas.
They're fucking.
Right.
Antifa is fucked. That's all I can say. They're fucking in
There's
it.
usually 12 of them.
What are they, like hippies or something?
They're hippie militant fucking weirdos. That's what they are.
I saw one of them get knocked out because the guy was going, "We don't want you."
Because they start.
We
Like,
don't want
this. Any rallies there's been, Trump supporters have not been violent.
I saw a
Antifa members.
Shane,
that
I saw a different scene. Shane, I saw a different scene that the internet provided for me based on my preferences that said another guy provoked them and started the fight. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's serious.
Well, I saw a
And
guy
that's
get
why
knocked the fuck out.
Darren, as you say that, that's why you got a big grin on your face.
I'm serious. No, I'm dead serious, man.
Oh,
like,
okay.
what they think you want to hear. So,
I thought you're just trying to provoke me. I thought you were just trying to provoke me.
Now, can I tell you my story about what I saw? Because it's more interesting than
on CNN is bullshit. That's all I can say. Anything you see on CNN is
I
bullshit.
don't watch any news. You know that.
Okay, boys. So listen to this one.
Except
there's this
news and Al Jazeera. It's all about the Al Jazeera.
Joker has something to say.
You want to hear a story about a guy getting knocked the fuck out, or you want to hear?
I just got to say
so
one thing. Jokerfish, before you go into that story, I just got to say one thing. Darren is all about the Al Jazeera and Israeli news. That's the only news he follows.
I follow nothing.
Okay, Jokerfish, let's hear a story about the guy getting knocked the fuck out.
Okay, so there's this Antifa guy, you know, long hair, makeup on, going, "We don't want you here. Get the fuck out of here." And the guy's like, "No, I'm just, no."
That was, dude, I posted it on Drunk News. Tranny versus the black dude.
Oh,
Fucking, ow.
Yeah,
And then,
that black dude's like, no, I got all the right to be here. And that tranny's yelling at him like, no, you don't. Get the fuck out of here. And that black dude's like, no. I have a right to be here as an American. I have a right to be here.
Instigated the entire fight. I know. I saw that.
they punched him the fuck out. He was on the
entire
ground.
fight. Are you kidding me? It's like they get to you from a different angle.
Yeah.
They get like, oh, here you go, Shane. Here you go, Darren. It's just, oh, don't believe the hype. Don't believe any of that shit.
Well,
No,
I
but
believe
the
that the
thing
black
was- but the thing was,
No,
but Darren, the thing was, this tranny on every angle of the cameras, this tranny was picking a fight with this black dude. It was a he that became a she, was trying to bully this black
after
guy.
the guy was in his face over and over and over again. That's
Yeah, no,
what I
but
saw.
she was trying to bully the black dude. That's what she was trying to do. She was trying to pose her power to the black dude. The black dude wasn't having any of it.
That's what you're talking about.
The black dude had enough, and he went straight. He went hood on her ass. He
What
went
you have to understand is that, Shane, you have to understand. Saw
I
the
don't know
same
what-
video because what you, Shane, is video has both buses.
Yeah, but I've seen.
There were
I've
about
seen
12 of them.
Listen, I see 5 angles of that video, and all 5 angles show the tranny bullying the black guy. That's all I could say.
Right. And then the other 5 angles I saw was the black guy harassing the hell out of the tranny.
No,
But you know what? At the end of the day,
5 angles I saw
at
was
the
the
end of
black
the
guy goes, no, fuck it.
You didn't understand.
but Darren, at the end of the
Yeah, he
day,
punched the fuck out of him. He
At
was
the
the
end of
more
the day-
violent of the two. Proving that he
yeah,
was the more
okay.
violent of the two.
But
but
I'm
at the end of the
saying,
day,
the black guy had all the rights to go ham on the tranny. That's all I could say.
See, there's the two political.
No, but what I'm saying
I
is
know
that
nothing of this.
differences.
I know
black
nothing
guy-
of this.
that black
Based on
guy
your
had all right to go ham on that tranny.
Joker had an awesome story to tell about beating some guy up or something.
No, it was the same story. It was the same story. Jokerfish is sharing the same story.
Anyway, I hate talking about beating people up. Let's talk about harmony, okay? Now,
Let's not talk
I had
about.
an awesome
Okay,
weekend.
well,
This
Darren,
weekend, I saw
if you don't want to hear
Kids
about
Cover Band.
people, yeah, Darren, if you don't want to hear about people getting beaten up, let's not talk about Jokerfish's concerts experience.
Oh,
Because most of Jokerfish's concerts usually involve somebody getting beaten up or there's banging
Yeah.
on stage.
I lived a pretty violent lifestyle for a few years.
Dude, just the videos you show me of the fucking the balls of it. Sorry, I'm pronouncing your name fuck, but just those Philly shows where people are punching your band as you guys are playing and you're fighting back and playing.
The good old days. But that's
So that's why when Darren's like, I don't want to talk about violence. Well, you better not ask Joker Fish about his punk rock because they're all violent.
all violence all the time.
Or at least all the videos Joker Fish showed me, it was violence the whole time.
Yeah.
I've moved on in life.
Well,
I've moved on.
yeah, I mean, violins were an earlier time in my life. Violins. Just talking about violence.
But you know, when you're in the heat of like a hardcore punk rock show and people are trying to attack you, you gotta defend yourself.
You gotta go ham on their asses. You gotta go ham. hit a mother hard.
Hit it with a violin.
But okay, Darren. Now, so to get off the violency stuff, can you give us a little bit about the concert you went to, like the Kiss tribute?
Yeah, I'll tell you the greatest thing about it, Joker, is that they had heart. They were in there. They were like fucking doing what they were doing, dressed for it, taking pictures with people. The audience loved them. They played everything. Shame.
Was it a midget Kiss band or was it a female Kiss band? That's what I gotta find out.
No telling it.
Sorry, you're gonna have to
Mini
repeat
Kiss.
that, Darren.
Shows you got. No, it was a night, and they weren't afraid to take pictures with people afterwards.
Now, did they have like any merch?
No.
Like
I don't know.
did they have like any like T-shirts or any merch or anything, like any CDs they made, or is it just like them performing?
I don't think so. I think they just do these giant shows where they get paid. They probably don't even make that much money. They just love what they do.
Okay, Darren, what was the best song they covered?
What?
What was the best song they covered? That Kiss.
Oh, I would have to say the Encore. I can't think of the title. Friend, I didn't do Such and Touch. I can't think of the title, but I said, no, they did it. He goes, oh, that must have been the Encore. And I said, well, yeah, you fucking shuffled out Irish style, at midnight, but they were still playing till like fucking 4 to 1.
Did they play like mostly like classic stuff, like from the 70s?
Oh, they just played it, like what you would want to hear. They
right.
They totally catered to
like a greatest, like Kiss fans, like a greatest hits. They played like Kiss's greatest hit.
Yeah. I mean, that's I fucking like a good tribute band that pulls the whole thing off.
I saw them with a bigger
real thing. Like, oh yeah, well the real thing, you'd be in a giant stadium. You wouldn't see them like we saw them.
And chances are the real thing, but most of the members wouldn't even be there.
I gotta say though, Darren, I saw a kid in a tiny club in New York because they were doing 2 radio.
See, that would be great.
And it was in like maybe a 400 people club. And yeah, man, it was super cool. I'm not the hugest Kiss fan, but just for a band of that magnitude.
That's the thing. As a kid, I used to love them. And then in my early 20s, I'm like, these guys are gay. But older I got, the more I appreciated them later on because I'm like, a lot of my guys like Pantera, Dimebag Darrell, Vinnie Paul, and shit.
They love them.
They were inspired by these guys. And then I started realizing why they were inspired.
It's the full-on show. It's the whole deal,
Yeah, exactly. The performance, the theatrics, the stage.
Feel like it's about the full-on experience of it.
Well, dude, there was nothing.
That's like what I saw Alice Cooper 7 years ago. Alice Cooper's been out for over 40 years. When I saw him at 7 years ago, I got to say, that's one of my best performances ever. The guy's been around for 30, 40 years.
And he still killed it?
Fucking dude, he had everything. Him getting hung, him getting his head cut off in the guillotine and shit, man. Like, dude, it was impressive. Dude, for somebody that was in their 20s watching that. I was like, that was fucking impressive. Especially,
I gotta cut out for a minute.
Okay.
Give me a minute, all right?
All right, tenfold. So I guess fucking DeCone's not coming in here, the fucking goof.
Yeah, I guess he's not. Maybe he's out with
sucking dick. He's out sucking dick. You can tell
I like that those early Kiss songs, like with Ace Frehley. Yeah. I like the way he plays guitar.
And I for love you, baby.
That's like the disco song. But no, I'm not a huge fan, but I can respect him. You know, I got my Ace Frehley doll over here, you know, because he's awesome. You know, I always like the way Ace played guitar. Woo! You know, he just plays like a New York rock and roll kind of thing. And I always thought he was awesome. But then in the 80s, they started to like get more into that like LA kind of glammy, poppy kind of sound. And I didn't really like that. But my buddies were way into him. So I'd always go. I saw him like 3 or 4 times.
Dude,
never would make.
I just broke my bullet club necklace.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Is it the chain or the?
Yeah. The links broke apart.
Oh, you can get a new chain.
Hey, I'm gonna see you guys later, man.
Hey,
it was great talking. We got to talk some more ball.
Come on, man. It was great seeing you. It's great to see another
later on.
49ers. 49ers for life, brother. 49ers for life.
Ace Frehley. Right. Woo!
All right, man. All right, y'all take care.
And Darren, you can still suck a cock, Darren. Come on, Darren.
Yeah, fuckers.
Hey, Darren, somebody wanted to say hello. Hey, Darren, you came to see me play the other day. Woo!
So, okay, I gotta figure out, was it the midget band that Darren saw, or was it the female band?
No, it wasn't Mini Kiss, and it wasn't Lady Kiss.
Video's all fucked up now. My video's all fucked up.
Dude, you look better than you've ever did, you faggot.
I'm feeling pretty handsome, too.
Ace Frehley in the Love Gun suit. Check out them boots, baby.
Love Gun.
We used to end our set with the Love Gun.
That's an awesome riff, dude. That really is an awesome riff.
But we would just, we do the bang, and we'd end the show. And then fucking like 10 years later, Danzig started doing it. We're like, hey, you stole that from us, but we stole it from Kiss. But Kiss didn't end our shows like that. That's how we would end our shows. Was with the Love Gun. Because the original bass player and drummer from the band used to play Kiss songs, you know, like at rehearsal. And then we just all got into playing like that Love Gun part, and we just worked it into the set because we thought it was a cool way to end the show.
Dude, that's like every time my best friend Pat, when me and him would cut, like when I would sing and he cut a guitar track and we do it on this mixer. Every time he'd start off with Alice Cooper riffs, especially Poison. The burn, like you're saying, when your drummers, like you guys had that thing where you do the Kiss riffs.
Yeah,
that's what you do every time. You do Alice Cooper riffs, and it'd mostly be Poison. That
yeah. I got that record signed by Alice Cooper.
Nice.
But then I knew someone who was a huge Alice Cooper fan, and they was kind of down in the dumps, so I gave it to him.
Okay, dude, that's kind of close to like my best friend I was just talking about right now. It's what similar thing. Well, he wasn't down to the dumps, so listen to this. Because he's a true guitar player. He's got a BC Rich guitar. He's been a guitarist his whole life. I can't play guitar. We went to Slayer and Holy Alliance tour. I caught Jeff Hanneman. I was sharing a story in the chat room yesterday in Josh's Metal Money. I caught, when you were talking about Hanneman with the Heineken logos yesterday, I'm surprised Josh didn't fuck all. I put it in the chat. I caught Hanneman's pick with the Heineken logo that says Hanneman on the pick.
That's fucking cool, man.
But I don't know.
What an amazing
I don't know if it was the one he played. Like this, I can't confirm if it was the one he played with, or if it was one of the ones he just started throwing out from the.
Throwing out.
Either way, I gave it. I gave it to my best friend Pat because again, he's a guitarist. He's idolizes guitarists. He's got a BC Rich guitar. So I'm like, so I looked at him when I got the pick. that's another story and a half. What happened was I originally caught one pick. Somebody knocked it out of my hand. All of a sudden, another pick comes in. It drops straight to a 4. A guy fucking puts his boot on it. But I'm like, fuck that, because I already had a pick stolen literally from my hand seconds ago. When I saw a guy stomp a pick on the ground, and I was all fucked on ecstasy. What did I say? I fucking just grabbed the dude's leg that stomped on it, fucking ripped his leg like that. He was a big dude, and fucking quickly got my hand in there. And then the guy tried to throw a kick at me. I fucking somersault rolled all the way from his kick, and fucking just got up and ran because he was with his buddies too.
Oh shit!
Because we're in the front row too. So moment I knew he was throwing a kick, and his buddies were yelling like "fuck you" and shit. And I did the somersault roll out. I looked, there's like 3, 4, 5 guys. I fucking turned around and just like with the pick in my hand, I'm like, fuck.
I got a Rick Nielsen pick from Cheap Trick once. That was pretty cool.
Okay,
but I ended up
this band, well-known Canadian band known as Street Heart, which would have been Canada's version of Super Trick or of a Cheap Trick.
Okay,
got a pick from them.
Oh,
Nazareth.
Oh,
I caught a fucking towel. Like the lead singer had this towel because it was so hot in Vancouver. I caught that towel and I got them to sign it. It's in my parents' record. My mom's a Nazareth fan.
So you gave it to her?
Yeah.
That's fucking.
I had Nazareth on cassette, Shane.
Nice. I should have not got on this flight tonight. But no, I met the band. I met the band that night too.
How'd you manage that? Just like out back or something, or
no,
did you get that?
Some fucking drunk I met in a beer garden? Try to say, oh, fucking, I got backstage to the back. I know this guy, yada yada yada. So I'm like, I look at him and go, bullshit, you goof. You're a fucking lying sack of shit. And he goes, no, seriously, I do. I go, fuck you, you do. I go, you got as much access to the band as I did. He goes, I tell you what, after the show, fucking, you meet up with me and tell you, or I'll show you. So sure enough, after the show, there's VIP things. The guy actually had one. He says to me, he goes, looks at me, he goes, listen, you wait outside. I'm going to go check in. He goes, 5-10 minutes after they let everybody in, they close the doors and there's no guards around. And then sure enough, he was right. He goes in, fucking 10 minutes, guards gone after he checks everybody's ticket. Guards are gone from the door. Next thing you know, the area where the band is, the guy pops right out. It's like, what? Get over. so fucking, hey, Cab 7, what's up, buddy? How you doing tonight, Ben? Cab 7's in the chat room. He's an awesome, legit dude.
Oh, yeah, I know Cab.
Cab 7.
How you doing, Cab?
Cab 7 is one of the most legit. He's Andrew Hondo's buddy. I would not know who Cab 7 was if it wasn't for Andrew Hondo giving him a shout out. So,
yeah, I know Cab 7 from some of Granny Monster's old streams.
Okay, yeah. Well, I don't even want to bring her up because she hasn't been, like, I tried to be nice to her. She wouldn't even acknowledge me.
Yeah, she doesn't like us anymore.
Well, because of Dean. It's all because of Dean. I'll put it right out there.
Who cares about that shit? Cab 7's
yeah,
here.
we're not. No, let's not get. No, Darren, you're right. Let's not get in it. Let's not go there. Let's not go there at all.
No, but
Yeah.
Cab,
Cab
you're awesome, Cab.
No, that
Cab
Cab
7. How's it going with Cab 7, man? You're a good man. And you know what, man? Last few months, when I've been introduced to your streams, I'm in the rut and shit. And a lot of these guys know the rut I've been in the last few months. Your streams have been in perfect timing for me as far as my healing, getting better mentally and all that. Your streams could have had not come at a better time, Cab 7. So thank you very much, buddy. I mean, because I watch his stream. Us and him, we're two different types of breeds. We're vulgar, chain-smoking drinkers, and he's the more, like, the motivational type guy. I mean, he's a smoker, but he's not a drinker anymore, and he admits that on the streams I caught. He used to drink or whatever. I respect that. Like, you know what, man? Like, I look up to him in a lot of ways because, like, that's probably, if I get down to my 50s or 60s, that's probably how I want to live my life. It's exactly how Cab 7 lives his, Ben.
Yeah, sometimes, it's amazing that, someone you don't know, someone you never met, and they just hit you with something, and it can help you through,
Well, I was the exact same way with, and Darren knows him, Tom, Clusterhead Survivor. The longest time, like, I've been following Clusterhead Survivor because he's been going through those horrific headaches every day. They're known as suicide headaches. They're the most painful things you could deal with in the world. And he deals with them daily. And he's still, like, Tom from Clusterhead Survivor can still remain positive going through that shit, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna put a sticker up right now. But yeah, Tom Clusterhead Survivor. Like, this guy, Tom, he knows how to stay positive even when the cards are against him. That's another reason why I like fucking Cab 7, because he's told about stories before where the cards are kind of dealt against him or whatever, or he knows people that if the cards are dealt against him, he doesn't judge people. He won't, all because people have a beef here and there. He's not taking sides. He's everybody's friend. He wants to be everybody's friend. He wants to accept everybody. He doesn't care if gay, straight, transgender, yellow, black, elf,
mentally ill.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like I said, like, that's not my type of stream. That's not our type of stream. We're different, but at the same time, that's the type of shit I like to watch. Even though that's not our forte
style.
That's not our style. But at the same time, that's the shit I appreciate. And I love to watch. As simple as that. Like,
yeah, right on, man. I gotta subscribe to him.
Yeah, he does quite a few live streams and stuff like that. Like he that's, like I said, there was just one day. The one live stream I caught was like right when I started when I was off work, really in a dark space. And a lot of stuff he was saying that day on his stream was a lot of stuff a lot of stuff that helped me relate. You know what I mean? Like, it was just perfect. It was a perfect timing fucking thing. So.
Well, that's
That's right, Cab 7. That's marble when nothing stops you from moving forward in a positive direction. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, Ben.
Well, that's the thing, man. There's so much in this life that can bring you down.
Yeah,
but it's up to you whether
and that's
it's up to you.
Because at that same time, I was going through beefs with Dean for no fucking reason. That's when I was trying to reach out to our friend from the Elite. That was the one I was trying to, like, and he was just couldn't get it. He couldn't get it, and then turned into fucking him getting mad at us. And I was just like, that's why I had to take this new approach. I'm like, whether he wanted to get on board, whether you wanted to get on board, whether whoever wanted to get on board, that's awesome. But if you guys don't, sorry, I need to go this direction. I need to go.
You can't worry about, like the people that are trying to drag you down.
That's the thing, because they're going to always drag you down. They're always going to stay negative. If they don't want to help you out with the cause, they're going to be the ones that are always going to pull you back.
Right. And, I've been around that a lot, where you're around these guys that, they're miserable and they're going to make you miserable too.
Yeah, they're jaded and they want to make you much jaded. Yeah.
I don't got time for that, man. I'm trying to just do my thing.
That's what almost happened, man. Whenever, like, I mean, if the guy reaches out, I might still talk to him this day, as long as like he wants to admit where he went wrong. But if not, it's just like, I don't have time, especially the shit you've put us through.
Now, listen, a lot of times we cause our own troubles and problems. It's we cause them ourselves.
You know what? We're the first to admit that.
But some people don't accept that. They're like, well, the world is doing this to me, or you're doing this to me. It's no, dude. I mean, I can't help you. I mean,
especially if you don't want to help yourself, we can't help you.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time, because look, the struggles I've had to come through in life to get where I am, I'm not letting nobody fucking knock me down.
Yeah,
I came a long way through through fucking psych wards, through medication, through fucking just horror in my head, and I got through it. And I'm not gonna let nobody knock me down, man.
Well, and the thing is, too, when we explained to the same guy over and over again that got mad about the same thing, don't let it bother you. Don't pay attention to it. Don't buy into it. What do? They pay attention to it instantly. They buy into it. And then they make a reaction video to it, which caused them to dig a fucking bigger hole for themselves.
Yeah.
After we've told them a million fucking times, don't do it. And then they done it 5 times. They still tried to stick up for them. And it's like, you know what? Once it got to the 10th time, 11th time, it's just, you don't get it.
Before all this internet stuff, before all this like YouTube and all that, I would get hate to my face. You know, it's not somebody typing shit. You know, these guys, and you saw the shows. You saw people coming up to us, taking swings.
I used to be an instigator in hockey. I used to have entire teams wanting to kill me.
Just kill you. Well, that's part of your job.
I'd have parents yelling, "Get that number 9." Okay.
But that's part of hockey. You know,
well, I mean,
get under somebody's skin.
Dude, it was just an example of my life in general. I always had somebody who wanted my number.
You know, and that's the thing. And then, you know, you go to the next game and you're like, that fucking number 9. You know, the other team's like, we're going to get him today. And you like, didn't even do anything. You just the reputation.
Or the fact is, I go to high school with some of these guys. Like, oh, you're like, the worst thing is, there'd be more people on that team at that high school than on my team. So it's like, oh, sweet, 1 against 5. Yes.
Yeah, great.
But I don't care. Dude, I was Matthew Barnaby. I was fucking Matthew.
Barnaby.
There was one time, this North Vancouver team was so angry because I fucking nailed one kid and he was out for the game. It wasn't even my fault. He tried to run me and I just fucking stood into him. Fucking, he was out for the game. Parents would boo me every time I touched the puck. Kids were trying to take runs at me, yada, yada, yada. Moment I scored, I did the Matthew Barnaby, went to the corner of the glass, tapped it, and it did the fist bump like that. But he did that when he played for the Rangers that time when he was really getting heat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was oh, man. The only person I've seen get more heat.
It was a playoff game or something where he walked up to the glass, tapped it twice, and then fucking raced.
And everybody's just like,
Jersey.
I remember.
Jersey. He was playing New Jersey.
Uh-oh.
Joe.
This is quite an honor.
Oh, shit. I was just going to cut out. There's Big Joe.
Should this be the time I bring up that I broke the cloth to my necklace? No kidding. Big Joe, that's not your quality issue. That's just me probably being drunk and yanking it around a bunch of times trying to get it off my neck.
Wow.
What's up, Big Joe?
I'll sell you a bigger chain.
Dude, this is still some like shit.
That bail will take like a 5mm or something.
What?
The bail on that pendant will take a 5mm chain, I think.
Oh, fuck, easily.
I don't remember what size. I either put a 5 or maybe a 10mm on there.
What? Oh,
that's like a 2.5mm chain.
Somebody put a 5 or 10mm. Oh no, that's 2.5. You know what I want to get? I'm honestly thinking I'm gonna get like a fucking heavy duty silver chain or gold chain, and then I'll get like a clasp for that, for the middle of that.
Yeah. That's just a pendant chain. That's usually we use that on like promos as a giveaway.
Actually, no, I'm gonna get a hold of you in a few days. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna send my nieces to you, one each. They said that was pretty badass, and they're both getting into wrestling now.
I was so tempted to post that bitmap on fucking Bullet Club Facebook page the other day, but I didn't do it.
You know what? That Bullet Club Facebook page is not even actually a legit page. It's a fan page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, people get sketchy when they feel like you're selling something on their Facebook page. Look, I can't believe, I don't think I've ever sold one fucking thing off Facebook, really.
Not even through, no, all you must have the one time through the Donna's group, or a few of those groups.
Probably not. You know, look, I haven't plugged
I think it was that one time I posted a link.
A long time. And I sold 3 pieces last night, which is unusual. I mean, this stuff is really not moving.
Oh, the Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah, I sold like 2 piss jugs. And
I'm not surprised anymore, man. The fads kind of went back down again.
Well, they don't do anything to plug me, so I can't reach their fame.
And you know what? They don't even plug themselves really anymore again.
Well, fuck it. I mean, the only thing is I'm on SwearNet. Well, who the fuck watches that? They probably have 100 fucking members.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I remember that one day, it was a month ago when I posted the rings. I posted the link or the picture of the ring that got done by you, Bullet Club ring. They could put it on Donna's Trailer Park. And someone said, "Oh, that was badass," and they ordered a couple things from me, and you sent me a message later that night.
But I mean, as far as just promoting my shit on Facebook, it doesn't work. It's not.
Dude, you know what's funny? I didn't even know you had a Facebook page until today.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know that big
it doesn't work. You know, the people that do contact you are a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You know, they're scammers. They're scammers. They're trolls. Whatever, you know.
Or they're the soccer moms. You give them perfection and they expect more.
Yeah, like these 14-year-old kids that want, you know, oh, can I get a break, a discount, and then, you know, it's just not worth dealing with.
So didn't you have like some jerk off from like New York busting your balls about something? Like some Upper West Side of
Gorilla. Yeah, the Gorilla ring. He and I, we're friends now.
Oh, okay. That's good. He's not a jerk off then.
Because I guess he can respect it. You know, I gave it right back to him.
Yeah.
But boy, he fucking called me every kind of motherfucker, and then he made up a couple.
Hey, Big Joe, I gotta say, I love your beard right now.
Yeah? I'm letting it grow. I don't know.
It looks like when Saddam Hussein got caught in the foxhole.
When it's short, it looks scraggly. When it's long, it's pretty full.
I think it's the first time I've seen you with that long. Like,
you know, for 30 years, I shaved every fucking day. You know, twice a day sometimes. I hate shaving.
Homer Simpson.
Like you think David Letterman, he retired. The first thing he did was grow a big, huge fucking.
That's right. He looked like a fucking terrorist when he retired.
You know, I never thought I'd see David Letterman again after he retired because he's like that kind of guy. But then I saw a thing with Norm Macdonald and him where we're talking. And yeah, he's got that big beard.
Yeah, he's getting a little more political now, a little more serious about, you know,
Al-Qaeda.
His politics.
Al-Qaeda.
I mean, how much fucking money does that guy have? All he did was work for 25, 30 fucking years, you know, making what, 100,000 a night.
Yeah.
I mean, he must have so much fucking money put away that it's, you know.
I was a big Letterman fan.
He didn't even have any kids until he was 60 or 70, too.
Yeah, right. I guess he has a really big mansion up somewhere on Long Island. It's like
I think it's in Connecticut. I think he's in Connecticut, actually.
And he's got everything he needs within the.
Okay, hey guys, you know what? We're gonna we owe David Letterman $50 each right now for that shout out. So, if you guys want, I'll send him the check. But yeah, we each owe him $50 right now for that shout out.
Dean.
I got to see.
I'm gonna smoke this pin joint, and we're gonna talk about rehab and peace and love and maybe it'll snow later, and I'll walk around in the fucking snow.
and then we'll have 3 people maybe watching from my province that I could maybe.
2 of them are trolling him.
And everyone's invited.
Yeah.
But you know what? I got to go see David Letterman. I wrote in for tickets when he first switched over to CBS, and I got.
Oh, well, that would be awesome. That was in the Ed Sullivan Theater, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was so amazing because the Beatles played there, the Stones, Jim Morrison,
Led Zeppelin.
And my mother said when she was a kid, she went to see Sullivan at that theater, and it was cool. Like me and my sis got to go and watch David Letterman, and he had on Natalie Cole, Nat King Cole's daughter. She was amazing.
No, Natalie Cole was a fucking talented musician.
And that is the best sound I've ever heard. Music, like the sound they had in there, like when Paul Schaefer's band would play.
All the acoustic wise and shit. Like
every
just
instrument.
That band is amazing too, man. That show was really something.
And it was just
Paul Schaefer. He's funny with his clothes and his glasses, and
his bald head.
Kind of wise guy.
But yeah, he was.
Tell me something.
Hey,
Does
Paul
Johnny Peaches know the mooch? You got to do a segment about the mooch.
Hey, Paul Schaefer to David Letterman is Paulie to Tony. Seriously. Yes. Seriously.
Fucking Paulie. Paulie made this big fucking story about. They have this thing called Kalpansa. It's Buddhist Lent. Okay.
Yeah.
And for 90 days, all the monks are supposed to stay in the temple. They can't wander around. It has more to do with growing rice than anything, because they don't want anybody wandering around in the rice fields, trampling on things.
Yeah, trampling and shit.
So all the monks stay in the temple, and the locals give something up. Cigarettes, liquor, usually, shit like that, gambling, whatever. They give up a vice for 90 days. So Paulie building up to this. Him and his 22 drinking buddies, they're all gonna fucking band together in Kalpansa, and they go to the temple and get the water thrown on them and the string tied to them and shit like that, and they're gonna all go 90 days without fucking drinking.
Oh, that's why he started this, because I remember I see him post on Facebook like a few months ago, 21 days and not drinking. I'm like, oh, well.
Oh, yeah, no, he started all this bullshit. So I'm like, I fucking know better than this. You got to be shitting me. And I was teasing him. I was like, I want some of that fucking water that Paulie's drinking. Kind of fucked up. And I was looking in his room, because I know he has this thing where he hides his liquor in the garbage can. And there was nothing there.
Nothing in the
toilet. No, he was being coy with it. And what he was doing was he was traveling outside the neighborhood to sit and have a beer somewhere. Off the 2 streets. He was going across the main road and down into there where I'm like, but I said, and I told him, I warned him before he did that. I said, first of all, don't you think every one of them other 22 motherfuckers that are supposed to quit drinking together fucking are going to be over there now too? Run into each other.
Yeah, then when there's 21 people, eventually you're gonna run into each other.
Right. I mean, these fuckers don't go 2 kilometers from home. You know what I mean? Anyway, so they're not gonna be. You'll find them. So Paul has this fucking dyke friend, big mouth, fucking drunk dyke, man. Everybody hates her. Ties don't like fucking loudmouths anyway.
Is her name Lisa?
Oh, no.
Oh. Wait a minute, what the fuck is her name?
What? It is Lisa.
No, I think it's Melissa. Anyway, it's a long story about how Paulie stitched him up with the fucking Singapore police and everything. But her girlfriend, Melissa's girlfriend, is from Singapore. And they ripped Paulie off for like $90 Singapore. So he got even with him. But she, back to the story about Paulie not drinking is, she hangs out with Paul at this one little corner shop, and she'll get a couple of beers in her, and she just starts running her fucking mouth. And so I was down there a couple of weeks ago. Paulie's supposed to be not drinking.
Yeah.
And they asked me in Thai, where's Paul? Nice. Home drunk?
So go on.
And I was like, I don't fucking know. Why do you think Paul's drunk? He quit drinking. And she's like, no, he was here with his girlfriend there. She was running her fucking mouth off. I was like, oh, really? So the
busted.
Next day I went. He didn't tell him not to. He plays a lot of games. So the next day I get on the motorbike after about 10 minutes after he leaves. And I know right where he's headed. So I go wheeling down there. And I go drive by like I'm going to keep driving.
Yeah.
And he sees me because he sees everybody. And then I did a U-turn, but fuck, I didn't go far enough down. And he saw me U-turn. So like he walks across the little mini mart over to where the people are sitting at a table with a baby. And he starts playing with like a fucking Ovaltine, in a box. Acting like it's his. And he's so innocent playing with the baby. Then I walk in, and right there on his corner is his fucking beer. He's got a little corner right there at the table. I mean, he stands in the fucking little shop and drinks, It's Thailand. It's very different than, what I mean?
So what you're saying is Paulie's got as big of an alcohol problem as I do golfing.
I was like, you motherfucker. I said, how long did you actually quit? And he's looking at the calendar and he goes, 10 days. I see you lying, motherfucker.
Yeah, 10 hours. 10 hours, yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. I think he probably did quit for a few days.
Well, because he posted it on Facebook. Paulie's like, oh, I haven't drank. And I'm like, oh, congratulations, buddy.
Oh, no, there was a big build-up to it, too. There was like a month of me hearing that he was going to quit. And then he got away with a couple of weeks, 3 weeks before I caught him red-handed. Fucking dick.
T-Woom.
Yo.
What's poppin', T? Now, T-Woom, you're from New Hampshire, right? New Hampshire?
Well, I'm from Mass, really. I moved to New Hampshire.
Okay. And our buddy Big Joe here, Tony. Tony, you're from Vermont?
Well, I was born in New Hampshire, and I moved to Vermont when I don't even remember living in New Hampshire.
So we got the New England boys with us.
You guys are
I was born in a little shithole in New Hampshire called Newport.
Yeah.
It's a fucking...
I'm from Tilton.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they have a ski area there or something, don't they?
Well, we got a bunch of ski areas up here, but it's like the gateway to the lakes region.
Yeah,
all the fucking tourists
outside of Montpelier. That's where I grew up in Vermont.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But my family,
I like Vermont.
My dad's from Hanover.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We actually lived in Lebanon, but I was very young. I don't really remember. I was like,
yeah, New Hampshire's whatever. Fucking.
Hey, they got a nice NASCAR track in New Hampshire. If I'm gonna give them any credit, they got a nice NASCAR.
Yeah, they got a nice NASCAR track that they have to keep on closing seats at because the attendance is going.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, yeah, they got nice section of NASCAR.
NASCAR is boring as
That's
fuck.
I think New Hampshire. I think they're getting their second race next year. Here it's going to be going to the second race is going to Lowe's or something.
There's a dog.
That's probably Big Joe.
Somebody out front. I don't know what's going on.
So T-Woom, what day did you head to Brooklyn, man? I saw you in Brooklyn.
Yeah, fucking no sleep till Brooklyn, motherfucker. I left Sunday. I got there early Monday. Went to Rockaway. Went to the fucking Wonder Wheel. Coney Island.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw those pictures of you at Coney Island and shit.
Dude, it was fucking hilarious. My wife didn't know the Wonder Wheel moved. So all of a sudden...
Did you have fun?
Oh, yeah, it was fucking excellent. Then we went and did the premiere, hung out with Drew for a while before the movie and shit, ate dinner, and Michael Alago.
Yeah, so the movie, they made that movie about Michael, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking an awesome movie, dude. You should definitely check it out on Netflix.
Gotta check it out.
Who the fuck is that guy?
But he signed like all these fucking major bands, you know.
Yeah, he fucking signed Metallica. He signed fucking.
What's the movie called again?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Oh, that's what it's actually called. Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out on Netflix. Like, hopefully they got
Dude,
it.
it's
Netflix.
Yeah, it's he. All right, check it out. I'll set it up. He's a gay record producer that loves heavy metal, loves to go to the fucking pit and fucking freak out and do all that shit. But he's a music lover. He just loves music, all kinds of music, from Nina Simone. He fucking produced to fucking Metallica, to White Zombie, to fucking Cyndi Lauper, to fucking blah 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 blah.
So he's pretty much a gay Rick Rubin.
You know, yo, he's an awesome dude, man. He's like one of the fucking coolest guys, really.
No, but I mean, as far as like producing everybody in the room, so he's like a gay Rick Rubin, then. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
But no, he's a legend. He's a legend, that guy. I mean, I didn't know. Like, I heard, you know,
I heard you talk about him a few weeks ago. I think I pretty much heard him talk about this either on Josh's Metal Monday or Joker Fish's show. No, and now hearing it again.
Yeah, we're gonna bring him on.
He knows.
Michael's gonna come on, and so is Drew.
Oh,
So
yeah.
get ready, Joker.
Right on.
Joker, we're gonna have Drew on.
Yeah.
Drew shoot. Drew left when that time when we had fucking what's his face on. And I started talking.
No, this isn't true. No, this.
Okay, different. No, because a few weeks ago when they fucking Josh has had that fucking what's his face from fucking
Johnny Kelly from
the cool
Typo?
the muscular guy was in the rest. Billy, yeah.
No, that was Shelby. That was Scott Shelby.
Yeah, Scott Shelby. That's funny.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, no, but Drew Shoot was on. And the moment we started talking about wrestling, a moment the guys were asking questions from me, Scott Shelby, about wrestling, Drew fucking quit. He quit the hangout instantly right there.
No, this is different Drew. This is a New York Drew.
I want to see if it was the same Drew as that Drew.
No, this Drew is a different cat altogether.
Okay.
Paulie's here.
In attitude, in
Hey,
everything.
Paulie.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
Paulie.
Hey.
What's going on, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, brother. Good, brother. It's good to see you.
Thanks for
We haven't talked in a while, Paulie.
Look, actually, long story short, I haven't really even seen Big Joe and Paulie in a long time, so it's cool to see them both like right now together at the same time.
We're been pretty busy, man. I gotta say that fucking Halifax and fucking Flat Earth asshole was fucking too much, dude. At first it was funny.
Awesome, dude.
Just crazy.
No, Beer man telling Flat Earth, I will put my money that's donated to me to fly you out here to fight Halifax.
Look, when Biker Charlie calls me,
that
was too fucking.
Sorry to interrupt, folks.
I couldn't watch the whole thing. You know,
Oh,
I watched
wait a minute, Jew here.
We have
This
another
guy-
New Englander. Another New Englander on the panel.
That's right.
No, Joker. He's a Jew England.
He's West Coast NE. He's West Coast NE Darren.
You can never lose that East Coast that East Coast
Fucking-
swagger.
You
So
know,
pretty
you-
much me and
He's
Paul
like,
are on our own different worlds, and all the rest of you four guys are all in that little fucking area. From that area.
in that little fucking area.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm from
That little area called America. Fucking
Yeah.
that little
No,
area.
not America. I mean, when I look on the globe, that eastern part of fucking America, that little fucking eastern part.
Kansas, you mean? We're in Kansas. Fucking.
We stick together, us boys.
James,
We stick together, die for our brethren.
I'm gonna tap my wrench 3 times together then.
Tap your shoes 3 times, and then you get home.
Ruby slippers, man.
oh,
Yeah, the
computer.
spell it. Sorry.
Darren, what?
Yeah.
You break. Darren, what the fuck are you doing, Darren?
He's contemplating life with a cigarette in his hand. That's what he's doing.
What's up,
He's the model for a 1990 Marlboro fucking ad. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I got all the Marlboro gear.
Did you get the canoe or kayak?
Yeah, dude.
I got the backpack.
The kayak.
I'm gonna smoke 10,000.
Are you on the camel?
I
got the backpack filled with Marlboros.
Yo, remember
That's
the
the funny
points? The Marlboro points. Fucking asshole.
You get the. They had all like camping gear and like all like sportsman gear.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I smoked 5,000 packs to get this canoe. I can't.
I fucking row it. I've got CP. Fucking, I got COP. Fucking, I'm dying.
And 2,000 bucks got me this cowboy, Marlboro cowboy.
My friend Dean had the fucking Marlboro leather duster.
Oh, get out!
You know how much you had to fucking save? How many? You know, when he used to work my restaurant, the bar, the pool side, everywhere, grabbing and ripping off those fucking little coupon on the side of the box. You know.
That was like Pepsi points of cigarettes.
Yeah, remember the Pepsi point? I used to love going around trying to spell Pepsi and win $1 million.
That's right.
Fuckers.
Well, I was into the Camel, and this is the last thing I have left.
And that's the
Camel
last
shit I bought.
Yeah.
I got one of those Camel lighters too. Where they had them where you could get them engraved, any letters you wanted.
Yeah.
Everything. They had the ashtrays and the.
Yeah, cool.
The best thing would be, yo, Camel, I just got a lighter. I got enough points. Can I have smoking sucks like fucking or something like anti fucking Camel on it? Like fucking joke. He's killed me. Thanks.
A camel with the circle with the red cross around.
Yeah, can we get that embroidered on my fucking points?
You know what I wish I could get? Like, honestly, to this day, if I could find something with Winston and NASCAR, like the old Winston Cup NASCAR banners or something, I'd buy that.
Oh, yeah.
I'd fucking buy
They
that.
used to hand out Winston. They used to hand out
everywhere,
cartons.
man.
If at the Winston at the races, you could go up with a pack of cigarettes, hand it to them, they'd give you a carton of Winston's, like an empty pack of cigarettes. They'd hand you a carton of Winston's, but they can't.
I remember that
was like in the
cigarette girls walking around giving out free like 4-pack.
Shit.
I know. I was like 13, and they said, "Hey, you want some?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Pack of cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like fucking, I just remember like back in.
They'd have the cigarette girls in the club, and they would just give you a little small, just give away. Like here you go.
It was like
Remember
a 3-pack smoke. Remember the little 3-pack sampler?
Yeah.
They still
I
make
just remember
candies.
NASCAR driver Dick Trickle used to be smoking Winston cigarettes while still driving his NASCAR. Like in between like yellow flags and stuff. Fucking be lighting the fucker right up. Fucking yellow flag.
And that's why NASCAR sucks now. Fucking. No one fights. You got fucking restrictions up the ass. Fuck NASCAR.
When fights happen in NASCAR nowadays, they're good fights though, because literally it means two drivers are so heated at each other they're throwing.
Who was that guy that got run?
Yeah, but then they get reprimanded and they can't fucking race for a week. Oh fucking stupid.
When Jeff Gordon punched Brad Keselowski in the face during the playoffs 3 years ago, that was fucking gold, and he got away with it. He fucking
won. Who's the dude that killed somebody?
No, but the best was
Who's the dude that killed somebody?
Brad Keselowski trying to run away from the fight. Kevin Harvick gets out of his car, pushes Brad back towards Jeff Gordon. He's like, no, you're not running away from this fight. You're going to face Jeff Gordon.
The thing that kind of sucks is, a lot of them would get in fights with the helmets on still. So it's fucking hard.
Yeah. No, but the problem is, though, is pit crews will jump the guy, but he hasn't even had the chance to take his helmet off. So
yeah, right. But remember, in the old days of NASCAR, the helmets were open, and you could easily punch with the helmet on.
Always remember when the fucking Cal Yarborough fought those two brothers in Daytona in like '76. Fuck, what were the names again? They're two like really famous Allisons. Yeah, he fought Davey. He fought Davey and Bobby Allison in the middle of the fucking infield. Daytona, so, and that was the best thing because that was the best thing for NASCAR then because it was a snowed out day. Nope, like it was the first time NASCAR was ever on national TV. You know, snow everywhere, so like people were stuck inside in Eastern markets and shit, so they had no choice but to watch NASCAR. Meanwhile, the final lap, there's the Allison brothers fucking.
And they probably had more viewers then than they do, you know.
Dude, the best thing was when fucking one of the Allison brothers was throwing that fucking karate kick.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And he's like, oh man, that was crazy fight. That was so long ago, man.
Dude, I think that was '76 when that happened at Daytona.
Yeah, dude.
So '76. 76 were 2017.
I was
over 40. Dude, that was 41 years ago.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm fucking old.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do.
You're an ass fucking wipe. Fucking.
And then Pete Joe's looking at both of us. He's like, "Fuck you guys," because I'm older than both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's your channel and everything, but I really wanted to hear him about Big Joe. That's why I jumped. I want
You're breaking up.
Some of this, you idiots.
Reload, Darren.
Yeah. Darren, you kept breaking out when you were asking Big Joe that question.
Well, you're sorry.
You called us a bunch of assholes, and you said you wanted to say something to Big Joe, and then you cut out.
Asshole.
It kind of sounded cool that way, though. You guys are a bunch of assholes. But on the other hand, I love you, but we didn't hear that part.
Big Joe, did you ever? I just want to ask Big Joe if he's ever spent any time in New York City.
I did.
A few times, not really a lot. No. I think our first trip to New York was when I was like, my dad took the family to the Museum of Natural History.
Yeah, okay. Great place.
And we stayed like 2 days in New York, and we went to the Statue of Liberty and that shit. I must have been about maybe 8 or 9 or 10 years old, something like that.
I've been 4 times.
Oh, you've been there, Paulie? Did you like it?
I loved it. I was in the World Trade Center 3 weeks before it came down.
Oh, geez. You were there? Yeah, I was living right across the river then.
Really?
Yeah, I'm from New Jersey, like right outside New York. Like you could see it from my town. You could see the skyline. Yeah, like, you know, I grew up there. You know, like I had family in Brooklyn. I had family in Manhattan, Village. So I grew up. I spent a lot of time down in Greenwich Village as a kid. You know, playing in Washington Square Park, walking around, going to the restaurants and stuff, and just meeting people. And I got real lucky, you know, just to experience that as such a young kid, you know, to be around all that. And, you know, you have, like, you know, these great museums, these great restaurants, great fucking, you know, it's
music,
great music
everywhere,
great art, you know. I mean, just the streets, like you would have street performers that were so amazing, and growing up around that was really cool. So I just wonder, I always want to ask people like what they, you know, what they thought of it. Because some people say, oh, it's too crazy. I can't, you know, there was just too many people. And
Joker, my wife was like freaking out, like, I can't handle this. It takes an hour to go 2 miles. I go,
like, yeah,
but you don't understand. Right now, like, my attention deficit disorder and everything that OCC fucking, this is calming me. Yeah, like so much chaos is calming to me. I was really relaxed.
It's organized chaos for you. It's organized chaos.
I was like, I feel really happy. I could live here like again.
Yeah, it's just, because there's so much going on. There's people, there's smells, there's cars, there's buildings, there's lights, there's birds, there's fucking, everything, noises, sounds.
Yeah, it was nice.
And it's if you've never spent a night in New York City, like sleeping there with the fucking sirens going off.
Yeah.
Bottles breaking.
And the whole
fucking. It's something you got to experience.
Yeah. I stayed very near to the Empire State Building.
Empire, yeah.
Yeah, 4 minutes away. But I went to the World Trade Center with my ex-boyfriend. I went to go to the windows of the world, right? We went up there to eat, and after the World Trade Center come down, I still remember the faces.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was a heavy time.
Yeah. We just got back from Singapore, right? And it was very early in the morning in Australia, and I thought, Keith says, "Oh, have a look at this shit." And we had a look, and number one, World Trade Center come down, and number two.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Especially when you're flying and shit, and you see shit like that. Ooh, fuck.
Yo, I was in New York, dude. Like when they first tried to blow up the World Trade Center in the parking garage.
93.
Yeah.
I was fucking into the World Trade Center like the week before, just fucking around because they were doing an album and doing rehearsals for the tour, and we just had time on our hands, kind of fuck around. The top of that, and then the week later, we're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
They just tried to blow it up.
Yeah.
I was sitting there. It's funny because I was in cosmetology school then, so I just learned how to cut hair. So I was cutting my mother's hair. It was my first haircut I'm ever doing. That wasn't on a fucking mannequin. And we had the channel CBS, Channel 2 News on or whatever, or like whatever was on, like Judge Judy. So, and I'm like cutting her hair, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm all nervous. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. I'm cutting hair. And all of a sudden the TV goes, and it's like, oh shit, what the fuck happened? And then, so then the news comes in, like, and it's the TV's like, and you could barely see him and you could barely hear him. There's like, there's been an explosion at the World Trade Center tower or whatever, and that's where the broadcast towers were. So it just knocked out all the broadcast towers, and they had to go to like a backup generator tower translator from fucking like way end of Long Island broadcast or something like that. That was fucked up.
It was 7
that was
floors.
fucked up.
Yeah. In the basement, right?
And then they arrested the guy that did it, and he was from Jersey City, which is where my family's from.
Yeah. He wasn't even a fucking. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't even
the blind shake.
He wasn't even a sand monkey.
No, he was the blind. I just remember him. He was the blind shake because he was blind and he was a shake. Sheik? I don't know. Master Sheik. But he was like the
Master Blind Sheik.
Like I guess he was.
Yeah.
It was just crazy, man. All I was trying to do was give my mom a haircut, and then this shit happens.
Yeah, it fucking was, man. New York was a target, fucking big time. And then we fly to fucking London. We're landed at Heathrow. I got like 20 boxes of T-shirts. One box falls off the fucking thing in the middle of London Heathrow Airport. The bomb squad, the fucking everyone came up. And the best thing is, me and the singer, we take the shirts outside the fucking airport. We open the guitar case. I start playing acoustic songs like Steppenwolf, and he starts singing. and like some person comes out of the fucking airport and says, "Hey, did take one of your boxes and they think it's a bomb." We're like, what? Fucking so Evan fucking goes in there and they got the box for the fucking dogs, and fucking guns, and like what the fuck? We left a box in the middle of the airport unattended. Fucking like, really? And the most fucking terrorized fucking airport on the planet right now. Dude, it was.
You know what's even funnier is like, but it's just funny because like if you don't know Evan, he's talking about Evan Seinfeld for Biohazard. He's a big fucking tattooed hey yo, fucking Brooklyn.
And we're doing fucking songs up front like the cop came to busking here. You go, busking? What's that? He goes, what you doing? Oh, is this called busking? That's fucking cool. I just learned something, Evan.
You learn something new every day, too.
Yeah, it's fun. Learn something new every day, man. But Evan was like, dude, oh man, fucking, he came back with just a pile of shirts, box, fucking. Oh man, fucking, it was bad though. It was stupid.
No,
we're like, what's going on? It's like,
I was in Times Square, right? And there was a busker on the street. We just come out of Howard Johnson's eating, right? And I walked into his money pouch, you know, because he had it on the ground, right? And accidentally, right? And then he turned around and he says, oh, what are you doing? And I said, I'm sorry. And he says, are you from Australia? And I said, yes. He said, he patted me on the back and he said, okay, no problem. And sent me on the way. So I gave him $1.
Yeah, I try to help out the guys out there, you know, like if you hear someone that's just like,
Paulie, what area of Australia are you from? My buddy's from Adelaide. You know where that is?
Brisbane.
Oh, Brisbane. Okay. So, I mean, that's pretty far from Adelaide. That's like, what, 12 hours or something drive?
Hang on, 16.
Through the bush.
15, okay.
Everything is
15
fucking
15 days walk through the bush.
15 days walk, yeah.
Yeah, you walk.
Fucking awesome.
If you go from Sydney to Western Australia, it's 5 days in the car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sydney to Melbourne's 2 days.
Yeah.
My buddy from Adelaide keeps telling me I hate to fly. I don't want to fly, but he keeps telling me I should get my ass down there. Because like I met this guy when I was working golf stores, and he's like, Canada deported him. But he's like telling me to come down there. I'm like, well, maybe I should.
Oh, they're a bunch of racists. You'd fucking love that place.
Yeah, but the problem is, I saw Muslims are taking over, so I might not like that place.
No,
Australia was built from England's degenerates, poor guys.
Yep.
It was. They just threw them down there. Fucking all the fucking.
Every time I watch things that go on in like the horse races in fucking Australia or darts matches, and they turn into riots, I'm like, these guys are my people.
Yeah, dude.
It's pretty crazy society.
Melbourne Cup is good. November 4th. Oh, no, November 3rd, right? Yeah. That's really good.
You can just sit in a bar and bet on the fucking horses. They have the fucking machines right there.
Yeah.
Where you can
That's what my buddy's been telling me, and I'm a gambling holic.
Sportsbook's right there in the fucking.
With a TAB. Hey.
Yeah, I was playing the Tasmanian races. I did pretty good one day.
Well, that's what my buddy goes. You could bet on.
Oh wow.
Because you could bet on dog racing pretty much in Australian bars.
Oh yeah. We have a great house.
There's lots of gambling,
yeah.
man. These fucking casinos are nice.
Oh, everything.
Casinos was okay.
There's even gambling on the street. I'll give you 12 to 1 odds that she'll cross the street sideways.
Illegal.
They got 3-card Monte Carlo there too.
Yeah.
2-up is illegal in Australia, but you can find it on the streets.
The thing I like about Australia is legalized prostitution. That's what you guys got right.
Do they have that?
Yeah, brothels. They have brothels.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I might have to go to Australia.
I think Canada and America are the only places that doesn't have red light districts. Fucking Vegas.
I mean, Canada does have a red light district, but it's not legal.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a fake morality, man. Thailand, in Thailand, like, sex is considered an appetite.
That's the problem. I got a bad appetite. I just don't want to be having sex with something from behind, go for the reach around and feel something I don't want to feel there.
And that happens a lot. You get a check in Brazil. We had to check in Brazil, do the squeeze, and in Thailand and Hong Kong. Yo, what are you? Before I go any further.
Yeah.
Let's be friends.
You can't get scared.
My buddy that's married to a Thailand girl now, he owns a hostel with this girl. When they first started dating, she tried to mind fuck them. She's like, "Oh, I got a secret to tell you." And she's like, I really was once a man. And she like my buddy was like apparently puking and stuff. She goes I'm just fucking with you.
That's fucked. But my clit is 3 inches long. Sorry. Fucking what?
Yeah, but then again, I've slept with girls out here that clits are like 3 inches long. Oh, what?
I'll say this from experience. What those fucking doctors can do is amazing.
Yes, for $8,000.
Amazing, dude.
Big Joe has told me this before. Anybody?
I just don't want to say too much, but let me tell you something.
No, you don't.
It makes you want to get the switch yourself.
Damn.
Somehow they make them, they're multi-orgasmic, just like a woman.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
if you could get a pussy and a dick and fuck yourself, that'd be epic.
I don't know how much M's was.
I mean, if I was guaranteed that every time if I got sex with a girl, every time I rub one out, I'd get off, I'm fucking done. And I'll become a lesbian. I'll become a full-blown lesbian. Transgender lesbian.
With myself. Fucking.
With myself.
That's how good the doctors are, bro.
I was astounded my first time. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is unfucking.
They could do anything they want.
I just love when Big Joe
doctors are so talented and so skilled. I mean, there's no loss of sensation.
And the thing is, there it costs a fraction of the.
What a shame.
Froze up. The passion.
You got hit
moment.
by a golf ball.
So, Tony, are you still in the rainy season over there?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it'll be raining later today, I think.
We got big flooding in 47 provinces in Thailand.
It's like half the country is flooding.
Jeez. Now, do you guys have any like scary animals, like alligators or snakes or anything that like come up?
Crocodiles. We got lots of snakes.
Boa constrictors, cobras.
Yeah, there was a story here, like some lady called 911.
Giant poisonous snakes in Thailand. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, geez. There was some lady's face getting constricted by a boa constrictor, and she called 911 and said,
on her face.
Oh,
to my face, yeah. I heard that.
It's like,
that was awesome.
Went to the toilet, right? And she got bit by a snake.
Yeah, I've heard that before, man. They come up, they get you.
Yeah.
Who was it you were talking about? The cobra. Was that you? You was telling me the story? Big cobra? It was just the last week or something. I think it was John.
I saw the big constrictor. You saw a photo, right?
Where was that?
That was up at the temple on Sunday.
Oh.
That thing was just.
I watched these people in India with their baby just let the baby sit on a blanket with two cobras.
Yeah.
A little baby. And And the baby would crawl up to the snake, and the snake would kind of like, like, what the fuck are you doing? That's how it is in India.
They're fucking scary. I'll tell you what, I saw a king cobra in the wild, and it was frightening. And I was in a car. That motherfucker came out to the middle of the road, shot straight up, got its head 6 feet off the ground, looked around, looked both ways, and then shot back off the road. And as I drove by, I could see its head sticking out of the grass.
Oh, boy.
Damn.
That motherfucker was probably...
I would have...
Had to have been... No, it was more like 5 meters. Something huge. And it was like hot oil.
Fucking hate snakes.
Like fucking hot oil, dude. It was so fast. My dad was with me, and I said, "Did you see that?" And he says, "Yeah." I was like, "Holy fuck!" That thing was
fucking. What do the snakes do when they go on the fucking road at night? They like taking the heat from the road. Is that what they're doing? Because I was going through the fucking desert, Death Valley, in a rider truck, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that up there?" And I hate snakes. Fucking snakes are annoying to me. They're just like. The big ones are fine because they go slow, but the little ones are fucking quick. I'm like, I coming up, I'm all alone, I'm driving all night, I'm fucking tired, and I'm like, what is that? What is that? All of a sudden, I fucking come up on it, and I start hitting them and fucking running them over, and I'm screaming in the truck, just fucking, and I'm running over them, I'm freaking out, and like when I got to the hotel that night, I just fucking like, jump from the truck to the hotel room, pretty much. I'm like, I'm not going out there. You guys check it out. It was like, oh, it was nasty as fuck.
Oh man, you're gonna be haunted by snakes.
Yeah,
snakes.
Dude, I took them out, bro. I took a bunch out. I just floored it.
Probably rattlesnakes.
But they need it. Yeah, who the fuck knows? I didn't stop to look. Nope.
Well, it is against the law to lay in the middle of the road, I think. They can get in trouble for that. You know, they could have got arrested.
Yeah. Exactly. Where's your passport? We're detaining you. Are you an American citizen?
In Thailand, where they like fenced off like 1 acre of like wild forest, and they went through it and caught every snake. There was over 200 fucking snakes in 1 square acre.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And like 40 different kinds.
So you can't go camping in Thailand.
Yeah, you can. Most of the people that get bit by poisonous snakes work on the rubber plantations.
Have a look at this.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you do? You put up a sign on your tent that says "No snakes," and you should be good.
Yeah.
Can you
see just say no snakes.
Stay tuned. I think they're illiterate.
Well,
my dog caught a shrew the other day. That was fucking surprising.
But a shrew, or like the taming of the shrew, like that old timey.
Right, the shrew, the world's smallest mammal.
Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah, I found it on the landing here on the steps. I caught her. It was the one that caught it because that's like our little hunting place. And but at first I thought it was a mouse, and then I picked it up and I was like, "Holy fuck, that's a shrew!" So I looked up at there is shrews in Thailand, and sure enough, it looked exactly like the one I found. Really surprised. And my friends who are like Hill Tribe were like, "Oh, we've never seen one of these before." They knew the name of it, but they had never seen one.
Did they have like a crazy Thailand name for it, like a Machu Picchu or something?
Well, they speak Karen. I can't remember what they said. It's like Kapadapadu or whatever, something like that. But
and then he took it home.
It was. They just had never seen one before.
They said, "Oh, it's one of them."
They live in the jungle. You know,
yeah, I mean,
Johnny's from the fucking hills.
And didn't you say, Tony, like those guys, like they're all like strong because they run up and down the hills and their legs are fucking
Yeah, Johnny, his whole family are champion runners. They're gold medal winners for the Asian Games and everything. Yeah. Oh, they are fucking, because they smuggle fucking opium out of Burma. Got to be able to run. They're fucking jungle people. I tell you what, when I went up there, first time I went to the village, there were these like 5 kids. School was the holidays, and I'm walking around, and these little kids were following me around and hiding in the bushes and throwing little pebbles at me and shit like that.
They're like, it's Santa.
These little shit fucking 10 feet away from you, 5 of them, and you can't even fucking see them, you know? They were so good at creeping around in the undergrowth.
You whip out a gun. Like, who the fuck is that?
I would have pretended I was a monster and went, Ree! And then you probably get hit in the face with a big rock.
Yeah.
I brought some fireworks and shit, and we were playing with them on the bridge later. And that was New Year. 4 years ago. Milaka.
Now, what are these? Now, in these villages, like, what are their housing and stuff? Like, what are they lit? Like, is it
Their houses are concrete and teak. With, most of them have like that pressed asbestos shingle roof. You know what I mean? That corrugated roof. Or
I love asbestos. Asbestos is so good for you.
I don't know if it's got asbestos in it anymore, but it's the same stuff that they use.
Yeah.
See, that's what's wrong with the world. They keep on fucking changing things.
It's fireproof for your roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and the houses, the Karen village is very orderly, very clean. You know, they have a guy who's like the mayor of the village, and he makes sure that the people, nobody goes too far off the rails. They have like another